We're on. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of the Mobile Bay Area Fightcast. I guess that's the name we're sticking with now since I made the
Yep. Seems like it. We're sticking with that.
made that and everything. Um, let's see. Hosts MFC Stuckey,
Ace
Ace
Combat.
Combat. Today we are gonna try to keep it nice and concise, right?
Yep.
Just gonna stay on topic and get right through it. So we're going to talk about some events coming up soon, and talk about Ultra Street Fighter 2, PS4 Pro, uh, Colleen and Street Fighter 5, obviously, the Evo lineup and the player's choice and everything like that. And then if there's time, we'll talk about whatever we want to talk about, take some questions if anybody's going to watch or anything like that. So, what have you been up to?
Not much
No,
school.
yeah. That's pretty much the same with me. I've been working, and then coming home and doing more work. Trying to get some fight money on Street Fighter 5 every now and then. Play a couple of games of Halo 5 here and there. That's about it.
Rainbow Six Siege here.
Yeah, yeah. So,
I kind of forgot Halo was still a thing.
I tell you what, Halo 5. I don't know what it is about that one. I've probably played more Halo 5 online than I've played any other Halo game online combined.
Really?
Easily. Yeah, I probably got about 200-300 hours racked up in that game at least. I wouldn't be surprised if it was closer to 5 now. And this didn't start like when the game came out, because the online, it was a lot like Street Fighter 5 actually. It came out and it was kind of bare bones multiplayer. And then they put in the firefight mode eventually, which I didn't even like in any of the other Halos, but I love it in Halo 5. And they started adding on stuff, and now like Halo 5 multiplayer now, if you went back and looked at Halo 5 multiplayer when it first came out compared to now, completely different game. Just completely different. So like almost a year after Halo 5 came out is when I started just going on and playing online and stuff. And when Capcom actually started talking about doing the fight money stuff, the
Yeah, the in-game currency.
yeah, and the daily stuff where
Oh
you
yeah,
can
the
go on
daily
the
challenges they
daily.
want to have. So
Yeah.
is it? Yeah, is it daily? Because it's
Well,
more like
no,
a
it's
weekly.
it's like weekly with
Yes.
one thing that cycles what 3 times.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the third time, that's when the new weekly stuff comes up, which can only be done online too. But
hmm
but Halo 5 kind of does that, where that's when I really got hooked on it, when they started giving you kind of the in-game currency, and you get currency for playing it online, and you use it to buy these cards that'll give you like different guns and armor perks and stuff like that
Like
in
loot
the
packs.
game. Kind of, sort of, yeah. Yeah, actually, that's almost exactly what they are. Rec packs, I think they're called in Halo 5. And
Okay.
when they started giving you like a free one just for playing the game every day, I was like, well, this is awesome. So I'll turn it on every day just to get my little free pack. Well, while it's on, I'll play a couple of games of SWAT or something like that, and
Yeah.
I'll jump in around a firefight because I can get more money doing that. And I was like, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. And I eventually got hooked, and I was hoping Street Fighter 5 would kind of sort of do something like that. Why hadn't Street Fighter 5 done a bonus fight money weekend again, except for that once?
We should just add Street Fighter 5 somewhere around here because it just can't get out over our heads. Pretty from obviously.
It was like why Street Fighter 5 area of the show. That's what we need. A whole 5 minutes.
Hey, what's up, Dan?
What's up, Dan? But anyway, so we're not gonna do that this week. We're gonna sure thing. All right. So anyway,
I'm down to talk more about Street Fighter 5.
sometimes it's gotta happen.
I mean, we'll probably call.
Well, yeah,
in
we'll
'cause-
talk about whenever we get to Colleen and everything, and we'll talk about what she's all about. But first and foremost, let's get over some events going on in the area soon. So,
yeah.
what's up?
There was something in Mississippi. I think they had planned,
Uh-huh.
and I forgot to mention it last time.
Go for it.
But I think it's still in the works. I think Rod was considering on running an online event.
Really?
Yeah, so it's kind of not. I don't know. It's like not like a offline event thing.
Hmm.
If I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but I think it's still something to bring out.
Has he like announced this or just kind of talking
It's
to
something
folks
he's
about it?
working like he talked about publicly,
Oh, okay.
but it's still in the works from the looks of it.
Y'all need to include me in this kind of stuff, man. I want to know about this. I almost didn't
But
even know about Red September had I not have gone up there for that Smash thing.
yeah, but I don't know if I'd even join it.
It might be fun.
It would, but
And I think nobody wants you to join it because other folks want to win.
I mean, maybe. I mean, yeah,
Mr. Panda X Game and I beat all the pros. Uh huh.
yeah. But
Yeah.
next time I didn't do well.
Oh, you didn't?
Well,
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask you.
This was
Did you
during
do it
August
again?
when like school happened, so it's like
Uh-huh.
I lost my time playing, and then
Uh-huh.
yes,
Okay. I've been meaning to ask you if you ever went on and did another one of those. So, just that one?
it was
Since
that
then?
one, and the others I did get like probably like up there to second place, and then another one I got like fourth or someone or third. I don't remember.
Cool.
I think it was probably lower, probably around fourth.
That's still good though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I still couldn't tell that every game. I still question did the opponent lagged or did
Or
I lag?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate that. If I win, I get frustrated. If I lose, I get frustrated, but probably more
Uh huh.
because I can't enjoy it any game because I'm always thinking about that. But yeah, Rod's gonna run. He plans to run something soon. Probably related to an online event if it's interested. So
Yeah, cool. I need to keep an eye out for that. I'll post it up in the group or something too. See if we can get that going. Because I was wanting to kind of maybe trying to see if we can do something like that here in Mobile too, but there really wasn't a whole lot of interest. So I was like, well, screw you guys.
yeah, well, I think only issue with it is I think meeting with the community is kind of like it's a thing that's kind of like something neat about the like fighting as in general when you have events when you meet up.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean
yeah,
it's
it's
not
always
something
better.
that can be like replicated often
Yeah.
that online can't do.
Yeah. But I also know, particularly in this area, there's a lot of folks who just won't leave the house.
Yeah, it's a combination of couch potatoes and also I guess
Really,
they just
all
have
they've known
other
is mostly younger guys. That don't really, they didn't grow up with arcades like I did and
yeah,
everything like that, and they don't.
probably have other things to do.
Yeah,
It's-
most of them.
I don't know about the other locations,
Uh-huh.
but it
Definitely
seems to be the
here,
case.
because those are
Here,
the same
yeah.
guys who will go on a. You remember, you had that poll. What games you want to see us play, and this, that, and the other, and everybody's voting, but nobody showed up to play them. Yeah, those are the guys. It's those guys that I'm talking about. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I want to
Never
watch
forget.
that. It's like, why
Never
don't you
forget.
show up and play it? But don't get me started on that. So, so
What do you
what's
guys
up?
think about Collinsburg?
Well, um, we'll get to that
Yeah.
if they're even records. I'm not sure that they're records actually. No, you're not one of those guys. You're something completely different that we'll talk about at a different point. Anyway,
Plus
Wh-
Mobile. So I think in my event that one the exert thing
Yeah.
happened. Yeah, that's
when Exert won
that's
your
kinda
poll
far.
and not a one person showed up to play it.
Nope.
It's like, where are all these guys that voted for Exert? And that's when we told you. It's like, these folks want to see that stuff. They never show up to play it, though. And that's the way it is. That's why I don't trust anything online. I trust the guy who shows up and tells me he wants to do that stuff. Because Tekken Tag, Tekken anything is all we ever hear about. That's why I wanted to. Y'all gonna play that? Y'all gonna play tag? Y'all gonna play 7? Y'all gonna play? Oh yeah, sure. The second we have folks actually show up to play it, because that is always from day one the number one thing. Everybody always we get emails about it and stuff like that. Y'all gonna play this? It's like yeah, sure, okay. And then we set it up, we play it. You remember? What was that? When we ended up playing Persona.
It was around here, but I remember that.
Yeah. And none of the Tekken guys showed up. None of them.
But we had Persona though.
Yeah, we had Persona though. Yeah.
And I
So-
remember there was Salt that day.
There was a
Remember,
lot.
remember, there was some guy that was complaining about Mitsuru, my brother. It was a close match with my brother and someone.
Oh, and Persona.
Yeah,
I kind of remember that now. Yeah,
and I remember,
the older blonde guy.
I think so.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That was gold. That was gold.
Yeah, I remember that now. But but anyway, um, you got anything else going on your side of the state line? I guess westward. I mean, all that stuff we talked about Louisiana last time. I guess is all still the same. Slam and
Yeah, I mean they
uh,
they still have their monthly stuff.
yeah.
Um, I don't got a record what's their new monthly for this month, but they do have like a group casual event, but it's like I don't know. To me, it's just like saying we're having casuals, but
Mm.
they just made it a group thing, and supposedly it's tonight,
Oh, okay.
but it's
Where is it? Do you know?
I guess I'm always guessing it's near New Orleans.
Well, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Um, so if you don't have anything else, um,
Nah,
so
not that I can recall to mind. If there is, and I'm hoping someone like from Mississippi area can say it here then, because otherwise I'm not. I don't recall of any.
okay. Well, let's see. Over on the east side, we got Pentacon next week. So the SuperCon guys are going to be out there again. They'll be doing Street Fighter Five, Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare, and Smash 4. And that's going to be Friday through Sunday. I'm not sure which days what is planned, but it's kind of a big deal. So, but those are the games they're going to have. I went to the first Pentacon. It's the only Pentacon I've been able to go to. I'll be over the bay next week working, so I won't be able to go this year either. But I went to the first Pentacon, and the SuperCon guys were there, and they did Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice, Street Fighter, and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I can't attest to how they run things now, but that year there was a couple of issues because they would advertise the games being on one system, and then you got there and it was on something else. So they advertised Injustice being on 360. You get there, it was on PS3. Now, I had a stick that worked on both, so it didn't affect me, but a lot of folks were upset. Then they announced that Street Fighter and Marvel were going to be on PS3, but those actually turned out to be on 360. So, and then they didn't do like the normal rules that even though they say that they follow like all the pro rules and setups and everything like that. It wasn't that at all. It was like you sit down, you play your friend first round, and then you're done kind of thing. It was
Round?
huh?
Round?
Well, like Jay and Derek were gonna run. They were running late for Street Fighter and MVC. So they called me. They knew I was there because my booth was there. They called me and asked if I could sign them up. So I had just signed up. So I go up back to the desk. I asked the girl, "Hey, can my friends are on the way? Can I go ahead and sign them up too?" She was like, "Yeah." So, and I think back on this, and I wish I'd have reversed these names, but I put Derek, Jay, and I think it was a third guy too. I can't remember who it was. We get there, and they get there. Everybody's setting up. They're calling out the matches, and immediately I can be like, they're just calling them out in the order that they took the names in. So guess who my first match was in MVC? Full freaking schedule.
What great seating.
Yeah, so I go up to the desk. I was like, "Yeah, we're friends." Because the real reason I didn't want to play full schedule, but I was like, "Yeah, we're friends. Is there any way you can like rearrange the brackets?" He was like, "No, this is always the way we do it." It's like, but okay. So I think it was Dan. It might have been Dan. Either way,
I would have complained to the TO.
so we did, and he didn't care. So
Well,
that was
here's the
kind
thing.
of the
Yeah,
whole thing.
yeah. So most of the players that generally do all right and probably play to learn. Like they just don't care. They'll just play just to,
Well, this is the guy that was
yeah.
running the game. He was just like, I think, because that was Sunday when we did those games. I think he just didn't care anymore. He was ready to get out of there. He was like, yeah, so so I didn't have a. I mean, we still had fun because we ended up just going off to the side and playing anyway. But but yeah, so I played Derek in MVC first, and then I played him in Street Fighter 2, which was messed up because I barely lost to him, even though the night before I was killing him. I was so mad. But that's kind of my fault though because I did switch characters. But anyway, so I can't attest to how SuperCon does things now. I can only say how they did it that very first year, and I wasn't super pleased by it. But they had a nice setup though. They had a lot of setups and TVs and stuff, and you can just go in there and play for free. You didn't even have to go to the whole rest of the con. You could just walk in the front door and play it for free and everything. So that was cool.
Were they good TVs?
Yeah, as far as I could tell.
Like lagless TVs or?
I think so. I think I remember going home that night and looking them up what they had. Because they also did like other shooting games and stuff like that too. Like the whole middle of the room was like 12
Oh, yeah,
setups and
I
everything.
forget. Yeah.
You know, like the monitors I got and stuff like that. So
Yeah, if they're into that, it should be pretty decent.
yeah. But as far as I can tell, this year those are the only 3 games that they're doing. So that's SuperCon at Pensacon this weekend. Next weekend, excuse me. Next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then we got Hidden Power at Gamers and Geeks also next Saturday, and they're doing Smash, PM, Melee, and 4. So that's the monthly Smash thing that goes on down there at Gamers and Geeks. So all you Smash guys, you want to go check that out. I think they still do the weeklies. I think it's called Secret Power, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't even know they still play Project Melee.
Hmm.
I didn't know they still played PM.
Apparently, they do. It was on the list of things they were going to play. So, but yeah, I think they do their weekly things every Wednesday or Thursday. Go check the Alabama Smash League, I guess. If you want to check out that event, but yeah, Hidden Power also next Saturday, and then of course February 25th, that will be my event, Winter Warriors 2017. So it's going to be at the Holiday Inn Express in Tillman's Corner. We're scheduled to play Guilty Gear, Secret Powers Thursday. Thank you. Okay, so Thursdays, and that's every week, right? Hey, what's going on, Corey? Dude.
Who's Corey?
He's a dude that I hate. We had something happen at us between me and him at Emerald Coast Con that we don't really want to talk about. I don't think.
Wait, he sounds familiar, Corey. I think. Have I saw him at the Mayhem Syndicate and maybe Pensacon?
He might have been at Mayhem Syndicate. I don't remember.
Well, not Pensacon, but the event in Louisiana. That you held in around November.
No, he wasn't there.
Or no, not November. It's the. It was some hotel thing. The one that I had a hard time getting to the place.
That was one at the school, wasn't it?
No, not that one.
Not that one.
It was a type of convention. It was a convention.
Yeah, that was at the school. That was the school you went to. You still don't realize.
No,
Faulkner.
no. That's not the. That one was in
Pelicon?
November.
Oh,
What?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was here. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
I
there.
think
He
I
sure
know
was.
him.
Yeah, he ran the Smash thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was the time when
He was a Syndicate, okay.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah,
it was a gaming thing,
I was trying to think. It's like, have y'all been in the same place? It's like it might have been at Mayhem Syndicate, but he was definitely hit down here in Mobile when we were doing Street Fighter 5. Yeah.
I think I remember Corey. Dark.
Yeah.
Dark hair.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so we're doing Guilty Gear, KOF, Marvel vs. Capcom, and Street Fighter 5, and hoping folks show up for all 4 games. And we really need the support too, because I don't want to say if we get a bad turnout to this, we're not going to do any more tournaments in Mobile anymore. But if we get a bad turnout, we
Damn,
may not be doing tournaments in
that
Mobile
sounds
anymore.
pretty hopeless.
That's not
Bringing
hopeless
the,
at all.
bringing the dark age of fighting games back. You could thank Third Strike for that.
Yeah, but no. But I mean, we've been talking about it because without getting into the without getting to details and everything, I can't afford to keep doing this for fun, really. And I'm not trying to get rich, but I'd like to at least break even a couple of times here and there because I can't use the money from my other business to float this anymore. So basically, everything I bought now is what I'm going to have to stick up with until possibly some other things happen and everything. And so we need all the support we can get.
Hey, does follower make a noise?
I turned it off.
Oh, okay. I was just
Why?
making sure.
Did we get a follower? I
Yeah,
missed it.
there
I missed it.
was, but I thought a message, but audio message come up and apparently
No,
it
I,
didn't.
I turned it off because I didn't want it interrupting us during the
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, that's everything I got between now and probably the next time we stream. So we were talking earlier. We're probably going to try to do this. We're going to try to do this the second Friday of every month, except for next month, because the second Friday next month will be at final round. So it's probably going to end up being the Friday after that, possibly,
Yeah.
probably.
Probably be nice to hear stories over in final round.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
I know it's always
yeah,
it's usually interesting,
yeah.
especially last year's.
Yeah, they'll be at a new event this year. Yeah, I see after what happened last year, and now they'll be at a new place this year, and see if they get the same turnouts and
Oh yeah.
everything. Because we were talking about earlier, we
Yeah.
see that it's like numbers weren't looking great. Although I know from experience, I guess this would be our fifth or sixth final round, but a lot of folks will sign up last minute. Like last minute,
Yeah.
and that's what messes them up every year. I kind of wish he would do what they do with CEO, and it's just like the week before. It's like, hey, if you didn't sign up, you're done. Sorry, type of deal. I
Not
think.
even the death pool bracket. Oh, they did that for Ultra, I think.
Oh, really?
When Ultra was around, that's when they started. I think they started doing the pool of death brackets if you register late. So
Mhm.
that was like an incentive to say you should register early. But some people still like didn't care about that.
Yeah.
So I guess yeah, CO wouldn't go this route.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Last.
it's like a pack of sardines full of final round. I heard the stench was really bad and it was overly crowded and
Oh,
yeah.
last year. Oh
Yeah.
God, you have no idea. We walked in. I mean, it was at the same hotel it usually was. So we got there Thursday afternoon. Go upstairs, chill out that night. Come down Friday morning, get our badges. I walked into the main ballroom, and immediately I thought I must have walked into one of the smaller ballrooms because it just felt so small.
Hmm.
I remember thinking, man, I'm in the wrong ballroom. So I go to walk out, and I was like, no, wait, this is the main ballroom. And it took me like 5 minutes to realize why the room felt so small because everybody was standing shoulder to shoulder. It was like that place was packed. And then they put Street Fighter V in the smaller ballroom. So you couldn't even, if they had to start to kick folks out, if you weren't in a pool, they were like, you got to go. Because we can't move, we can't breathe, we can't get anything done. Y'all got to go. So, yeah. Um, I mean, we still had fun, but that's because we didn't play anything. If you were playing something at Final Round last year, your experience probably wasn't that great. And
Few people I know in Louisiana said the same
oh
thing.
well, yeah,
Like I think one of them even said they couldn't make the game, just like how you mentioned someone in Mississippi couldn't do it either.
Yep.
Uh,
yeah. Some folks got kicked out of their pool for some reason. It's like they had receipts showing that their names and what games they paid for, and then they get there and they weren't in the pool anymore. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, it was a mess. It was not good. Like I said, I still had fun, but I wasn't actually playing in any of the events. So, but a lot of folks were like, man, screw this.
Primarily the players. I
Primarily
suppose.
players, yeah.
What
Yep.
about spectators? Like, how did you think they felt overall? How do you think the spectators felt overall?
Um, if you were just there spectating like we were, you probably had a better time. Although if you were there on Saturday when all the stuff when Street Fighter 4 and 5 pools and stuff was going on again,
Mhm.
you might have got ushered out of the room if you weren't playing the game.
Mhm.
You couldn't really get close enough to see anything, and you were sack to sack with folks most of the time trying to see whatever you were seeing. So it was uncomfortable at best. I'll put it that way. Um, but I still had fun. I elbowed infiltration right in the chest on mistake. That was awesome.
Mhm.
He's tall. He's not just tall for an Asian guy. He's just tall. But yeah,
Oh,
sure enough,
sweet.
I was talking to somebody and I did this and I was like, bam, right in somebody's chest. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, it's infiltration. And he was cool. He was like, yeah, cool. And he just kept walking. I was like, oh man, I felt so bad. I wanted to get a picture with him, but I never did. I almost got a picture with Tokido. Um, was that? No, it was the year before last when I got a picture with uh, Combo Fiend and all them when Ultra
Combo Fiend.
when they first showed Ultra, yeah. But
I don't even hear Combo Fiend anymore now. I don't even know what
I,
he's doing in Street Fighter 5 now.
I think he's in hiding.
That's what I would get. Isn't he like the PR?
Oh, I think he actually helps, like, if not just testing, like designing the fight systems itself, like how it works and feels and everything. So
Okay, so part of the blame maybe goes to him.
I think that's why you don't hear anything from him. Or I think he just wants to be in the background. It's like I'm just going to program from back here and let the other guys who have to handle this stuff. I'll let them handle it.
I mean, in terms of bugs, it's all right. It's everything else,
Yeah,
but
yeah. But we're talking about Street Fighter 5 again. We're not quite there yet. Let's talk about Ultra Street Fighter 2. How about that?
how about it?
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to play it.
Yeah,
But I love Street Fighter 2. I'm old, so I want to go back to the game I was good at.
yeah. I saw it, and I'll be honest, I liked it.
Yeah.
Here's my big reason why I like it more than I heard Third Strike being announced on consoles.
Uh-huh.
I probably differ from others, but I like updated stuff.
Me too. Yeah.
They added Tektros in the game.
Yes.
You seen that?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm happy about it because I came from an era of Street Fighter 2 when one throw was a third of your life. It was ridiculous.
I just hated the fact that in the old games when I tested from pausing and then hitting punches both at the same time, it was random. So whoever got the throw was random.
Oh, well, yeah. But there wasn't really a... Yeah, how did text work in that game? Do you know?
Street Fighter 2
No,
original?
well, in Ultra Street Fighter 2.
Oh,
It's like if you
like,
go just throw
like
within
modern.
a certain range, it'll just automatically break.
It should be Modern Fighter like that, yeah.
Is it like a command throw, like two buttons,
No,
or
it's just regular hit.
forward and...
Yeah. So overall meta would probably be like... It should be the same as Street Fighter 2, really. If you go
Street
up...
Fighter 2 didn't have tech throws at all.
I know. You had like soft tech or something like that.
You soft tech, but I think that was only introduced in Turbo.
Yeah. I think it was after... I thought it was like after...
Or was it Super?
Or, yeah, around Super.
Could have been Champion Edition. First time I remember seeing it was in Turbo. But I'm not sure now.
Yeah.
But
It's
either
been
way.
a long while. But
Either way,
yeah,
yeah.
I do remember the old Street Fighter 2 didn't have the I don't know if it was World Warriors.
Yep.
That's first. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't remember that soft
And
Tekken occurred at all.
again,
in that game.
it was our first event. That's why we all agreed no chip throws. Not that you couldn't throw,
Yeah.
but we just all agreed you wouldn't, light punch throw, jump light kick throw.
And people would just, I think they would like autopilot back fierce. So if you're close, you just do it. I mean, I think the same meta would apply in Ultra Street Fighter 2, maybe.
Probably.
I mean, so I don't think much of the meta changed. All it did was probably make characters who probably relied on throw setups. It probably did an indirect nerf on them. Because I heard some things like probably like Dalsum and Blanca got worse. Because of that change alone.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm crazy about Violent Ken. The guy from
Oh yeah,
SBC Chaos.
yeah, it's
He's
cool. So
back.
he's kind of retconned into canon now. So that's cool.
Now, why can't they bring him to Street Fighter 5 and just fix his face?
Hey, they might. Would that be messed up?
New
Violent Ken is
new
the only version of
character.
them that has a good face.
Hey, we got a new character. It's Violent Ken.
Violent Ken. Yeah,
Yes.
again, he's in canon now, so they can definitely do it.
I don't know what the Evil Ryu. He had the alpha overhead kick. It's not really an overhead, but it's an airborne kick. The toward forward.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah,
hop
yeah.
kick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I usually call directions by way and toward because I don't want to say forward.
well,
It sounds like a dash. But
yeah. Um, but yeah, that's but I'm pretty excited about it. Am I looking forward to playing it on a pad? Well, don't really have a choice for right now, unless the that leak, whatever that showed that was it Hori was making, was it Hori or no? Yeah,
You think it
Hori
was
is supposed to
Hori.
make a fight stick
Yeah.
for it or something like that. So maybe. Problem is, where would you plug the thing into? They'd have to make an adapter.
Yeah.
One thing about the Switch itself, I found out about in the base. So on the back of it, you could like take the back off it, and where the HDMI cable and the power cable goes, there's also a USB 3 port back there.
How many of them are there?
Just one. But I'm assuming if there's going to be any kind of controller adapters, because Nintendo themselves has talked about possibly doing a controller adapter, it would have to be in that USB 3 port. So you plug it in there,
So it'd be like a 2-in-1.
and then
So it's like a splitter. So it'd be like one USB, then there's
And
two
then-
USB ports.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, probably something like that, because when they make Smash for it, whether it be the old GameCube game in HD or whatever or not, they're gonna have to do the GameCube controllers adapter again.
They have to.
So I'm presuming that's what that's going to be. It's got to be.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll do that, but also they'll have to make one for a fight stick. If they make that, then Ultra Street Fighter 2 will be. I mean, I'm going to get it anyway. That's just an easy buy.
I mean, I hope they can do like other things too, technology-wise.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll come up
Like,
with something.
I
It's
always felt like they
Nintendo,
should have like a card system. Like, you remember how memory cards were?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it should be like like how it shouldn't be like the way it was back then because there's ways you can abuse the system.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm pretty sure get characters when you used to buy them, DLC stuff.
Oh well, yeah.
But I feel like they should try to get something like kind of like one of those Nessica cards or little flat cards or something. I don't know, but like have like encrypted data on it, like where it's online based card where you plug it in and like online encrypts the information there, so you couldn't really hack or anything like that.
Yeah.
And in there you can have characters that you personally own. You can use it in tournaments or offline events, like if you go to a friend's house if they don't have your character, without forcing them to buy it.
I mean, that'd be interesting.
I mean, and this way, like for example, Tekken, like I think they have a thing where they banned like custom colors. You can't bring like costume pieces. And I think it's I don't know if it's because I don't think it's mainly distraction. I think they did it because it wastes time.
Possibly.
So why don't they, or some company system invest on like a card system that's encrypted, where you can't like abuse it like DLC like system, and just have it where it can encrypt information for the player, and it'll send like all the costume data, whatever, even save replays from your offline friend's place onto that card. And it's encrypted, and you can put it back to your own system. It'll say what you did. Of course, it doesn't really it doesn't act as like a win-loss ratio thing because people can abuse it. But the fact of getting replays and probably having your own custom settings on your character, I think that'd be neat. It's just none of the new consoles have that luxury anymore. They just went away the whole memory card system.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, everything is like done online. I think it's just simpler.
Yeah, but you can't do that offline though. Sadly, that's what makes things a lot harder than it should be with all the DLC stuff. Because then you gotta buy all these season passes, like for Street Fighter 5.
Character passes. Character
Oh,
passes.
right,
It's
yes,
it's
'cause you get no
not a season
stages.
pass. No,
You
no,
get
no,
no
no, no, no.
stages.
Yeah. It's just character passes. They went back and changed the name so they wouldn't get sued.
Yeah.
But
The rootkit. We didn't even get to mention that last time.
rootkit.
The Street Fighter V rootkit for PC.
Oh, well, I'll let you handle all that because my days of doing that kind of stuff has been long gone.
Oh, this is the stuff that Capcom did. It's nothing.
Oh yeah. What was it that first update, right? That's supposed to
It must have been an update around Urian or Jury's time.
yeah.
I forgot what
What
it
was
was.
the update for? They meant
They-
it to do something, but it ended
It
up
was
being
it was a
rootkit, yeah.
retaliation against survival mode and all
That's right. That's right. For the folks that were using those
that. And
things,
it was a
then
complete
ended up-
backfire.
Yeah, like whoops. Pirates
But
mess it up for everybody, man. I tell you.
yeah, was there anything else for Ultra Street Fighter 2?
Well-
The other thing I think is, I guess it's just a running thing where you have to pay $400 to play the game because you gotta buy the console now. And then
Okay,
stick.
I hate that argument because you can make
Yeah.
that argument about any game
Yeah,
for any new
yeah.
console that's coming out.
Pretty much.
Oh no, I had to pay $500 and I had to pay $600 if I wanted to pay F1 2008 on the PS3 when it first came out or something like that.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, so what? Oh, a game's coming out not for a system that I already have. That's no fair. You're putting it behind a paywall. I don't want to hear it.
I gotta pay $400 for a PSN Plus game for free.
Yeah. Jesus, that I was so mad when I saw folks started saying that crap. It's like,
Because
but-
it's those kind of things that'll probably move away to people to get interest. Because like, oh wait, they did do that, and we'll just forget about it.
yeah, I guess. But that argument is
Yeah, it's kind of
invalid to me.
Yeah,
though. It's just
that's some
maybe that's
flaws.
just me.
No,
but,
no, you're right about
I mean, I understand it,
yeah.
but you can say that about anything. You know, I had to
Yeah.
spend $480 to play MGS5.
yeah.
I had to pay $400-something to play Halo 5. It's unfair, but that's what I had to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really into it, you'll get it.
Yeah.
You'll invest for it.
You'll find a way to do it, do some odd jobs or something. I understand that folks are broke and the stuff costs money, but that's been the way things have worked for maybe a couple of thousand years at this point. Why is that a surprise? It's still going on. That's what I don't get.
Nothing changed.
Yeah, but I'm just old. It's just I don't put up with stuff like that anymore. I guess when I was your age, that's bull crap, man. That's the man keeping everything to themselves. But now it's just like, yeah, that's the way it works. It's like a new system comes out, they charge so much for it, and if I want it, I'll buy it, and if I can't afford it, I'll have to wait and find somebody else that does have it, or just work and try to get it, or I don't know.
Yeah.
That just made me mad for some reason. I don't want to get started on that again. So I'm excited for the Switch just in general. Let me ask you this real quick. What do you think about that? You seen that other game, ARMS?
Oh, ARMS.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
I mean, what is there to think about?
I mean, you've seen it, right?
I've seen it, but it just feels like
Because
a game
what I
that
saw
think
is like immediately. First thought, obviously, when you see it, and it's like, oh, it just looks like a motion game. But then you started the next day after the reveal when they had it at the treehouse and everything, and they were showing how it controlled and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, well, this is like a fighting game, like a real fighting game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to play that one too.
It's neat, but it depends on what you're looking for. I think it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be for fun,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
but
Yeah.
competitive stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how it
Because
turns
you're gonna
out.
probably have people complaining the laser sensor wasn't this accurate.
Yeah.
there's a little dust speckle there.
Now-
I blame the TOs for having that little speckle there.
I thought I heard somebody say that played it that there's actually a pad mode for it. You don't have to use the
Okay, that might change
motion
things.
controls. You can actually, because you got dashes, you got jumps, you got throws, and it's like Wii Sports. It's like just from when you look at it the outside, it looks like it's just simply you just have to flick your wrist and do stuff. But then you're like bowling or whatever, you twist your wrist and it's
Yeah.
actually spin on the ball and stuff like
Hmm.
that. And it's the same. I think it's going to end up being the same with that, where folks don't realize how more uh, intricate it actually is. And I think that's what's going to make it fun, where it's just like a fun party game. You give it to your girlfriend or whatever and just watch her punch like an idiot and everything.
Hmm.
Or you can sit there and really learn the mechanics of it and actually get like good at it and everything. So I'm willing to try it out. I think it's going to be fun. I got my Switch pre-ordered. Are you getting one?
I don't have it pre-ordered,
Oh, okay.
but it's something I will plan for
Uh,
because Ultra Street Fighter 2 is interesting.
yeah, yeah.
The question
They
is,
still haven't released. They still haven't announced a release date for it yet. But
yeah, I'm questioning how will it become? Like, is it going to be big or it's probably going to be mediocre?
I don't.
Like, it's going to get some play, but it may not be like Street Fighter 5 levels.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No, I doubt it. As
that
far
is
as I
the
can
Street
tell,
Fighter
it's
5
it's
does
it's it's
bad.
it's a Switch exclusive. If I had to guess, probably at least until like the fall, or maybe even the rest of the year. It might eventually come out for others. So, well, I'm gonna say it probably will eventually come out for everything else because why wouldn't Capcom want that money?
Hopefully, it comes to PC.
It might. Capcom seems to be more willing to put their games on PC now. I mean, we're getting Ultimate next month, MVC.
Yeah,
So that's a game that was never on PC before. Their newer games have started coming out on PS4, PC. So
and Xrd looks like to be doing that too.
what's that?
Xrd,
Oh,
Guilty
Xrd,
Gear.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wonder if that new update's going to come out. Is the
Rev 2.
Rev 2 coming out for PC the same date, or have they
They
said?
the I guess you could say the community or PR of the forums. I don't know what's the proper term, but
Uh huh.
whoever's in charge of the boards for Guilty Gear Xrd, they were pretty open about it, and they said they were making big changes. So they were kind of hinting that it's going to be around the console release date.
I mean, that would be a good idea.
I think so because I tell you what happened with Revelator 2. We got a big PC delay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't end up getting the game because I don't have a PS4 at the time.
Right.
I got the PC version. I played for like 2 times. Uh, it was not a good road to play on because I think like there was a lot of people coming from the PSN side
Mm-hmm.
coming on a PC, and it was like the competition was like overly like one-sided.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
it makes me kind of like, I mean, it's fun to play, but like part of me felt like, can I even catch up in time?
Mm-hmm.
I asked that a lot of times on myself, and yeah, sure enough, what happens? I take long breaks because I don't
Yeah.
know if I can catch up.
Sure, I felt like that when Street Fighter 5 came out first
Yeah,
day. I was like, all right, I'm already behind. I'm done. It's over.
yeah,
But that's just me.
that's probably one problem with Street Fighter 4. Like, even though Ultra might have like, I don't know, it had some problems, but it was probably better reception than it was Street Fighter 5 now.
When Ultra came out.
Oh, like in general, like I think the overall feedback from most of the viewers, like the player base. I mean,
Uh huh.
both players. I mean, anyone that owned it,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It was
I loved Ultra Street
pretty
Fighter
decent, but yeah, some people were behind. Like it's like if new people are coming in, like it's gonna be hard for them to catch up. I mean, I think it was the same thing for me. Like when Third Strike. Like maybe that was the game I probably got into most early,
4. Uh
but
huh.
I kind of got in late around 2006, so of course I got beat up around. But I mean, there wasn't really much else to play, so I
Yeah,
ended
there
up
was nothing around then.
I
Yeah.
did end up playing it more than I should, regardless of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it does make your experience of another game probably a lot better if it's something new, like Street Fighter 4. When that happened, then yeah, a lot of people like you'll make progress.
Mm-hmm.
Really good progress, actually. I think. Same thing on 5. You'll get if you start out from there, really good progress. It's kind of why I actually like how they handle the beta thing, make it public.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they did a retaliation on the whole PC debacle thing,
Mm-hmm.
where that got hacked out there in the public. illegally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's really illegal or not. It's just
I'm sure
it
Capcom
probably
would say
is,
it would. It
but
probably is somewhere. Yeah, sure.
it's not something could be done. Like the damage was done.
Yeah.
So then you have stuff like Injustice right now. I think some people can't even get to beta. I think they can get to beta. So it already feels like I'm behind.
I forgot to sign up for it. So by the time I went to go sign up for it, it was too late. So I'm
Yeah.
not even in it. I guess that beta's going to be. I'm hearing they're adding more folks to it, so
Yeah, they are.
you might eventually get in, like right at the end of it,
Yeah, but
like 2 days before the game comes out.
That's man. I expect to go in and then have. Well, I don't know. Fundamentals probably might get me somewhere, but then probably get some people who like got more time in. They'll probably some areas that there's more experience involved. I don't know. So I guess 3 days difference isn't, or months difference really isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a month at most, but Street Fighter 5 like kind of did so. What would happen when you give it the same release date, like across the world?
Right.
You got close competition
Yeah.
from different areas. Street Fighter 4,
Mm-mm.
it was mainly Asia.
Mm-mm.
Asia was conquering
Asia.
everybody.
Yeah. I actually thought about that the other day. About one of the things is Street Fighter 5. Dang it, we're talking about Street Fighter 5 again.
That may be the only thing I actually may like Street Fighter 5 on.
Uh-huh.
But
with that whole thing about it coming out same time everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, because I mean, the player base like balance would be more even in that sense.
Yeah,
it
you don't have one side of the
one-sided.
world's been playing the game for a year and a half, and then everybody else finally gets it.
Yeah, because that's what's happening to Tekken right now, I think, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of discourages me now for Tekken now, sadly. Even though I think that game's going to be really good.
Yeah, it should be fun, yeah.
Yeah, but now I feel like, I don't know how I'm going to do nationwide if I ever want to go there.
Yeah, it probably won't be good. I mean, not a lot of Americans have been like at the top of that game. I mean, I knew a lot of good Tekken players, but
I mean, it might be for that reason.
I'm pretty sure it's for that
got
reason.
It early, and it isn't even that. It's just their culture just favors arcade style.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're gonna get probably packed with good players because like it's like city based, so it's like it's based. You have to be more walking around the area and taking trains and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's more
compact.
Yeah, there's a word in psychology you can use.
Uh-oh. Trying to be smart now. Here we go.
I just don't know what it is. But it's like how they're more dependent. It's a way of saying they're dependent on, like, they're more together. Well, over here it's not necessarily the case unless you're like probably city related. That's why New York and California ends up having decent arcades.
Yeah.
Mainly, well, especially New York
Yeah.
area.
Because they're probably the only places that can support it.
Yeah. So.
There's a place like here, I'd love to open up an arcade, but I think we may get maybe 2 guys show up to it, and that'd be the end of it.
Probably just me and
you
the business owner.
you and me and like Dan, and probably be about it. I have a lot of folks saying that they would show up, but they never would.
You just have to make that something else, like probably like a LAN center. That's the best thing you probably do.
Yeah, but those things are now a LAN center. You want to talk about overhead startup costs? That's rough. I mean, you don't see any of those around here anymore. I don't know if you have any over where you are, but like they used to be like 4 or 5 places like that in Mobile, and all of them are gone now.
Yeah, maybe that's not a common thing here. So yeah, that might not work out.
Yeah.
What do people like around here?
I don't know. I don't know. They say they like a lot of stuff, but they don't support. That's been an issue with this whole city as a whole.
I mean, there's like basic fair and festival stuff.
Well, yeah.
But, I mean,
yeah.
that's tops. But
yeah, but it's hard to get support for like, cool niche stuff that folks want, but it's hard to get support for. That's why we don't really have any comic book stores around here anymore. Like all of them are closed. Mm-hmm. Because everybody loves the comic book store, but it turned out nobody bought comic books. That's kind of the issue. And it's like, oh no, it's I see folks saying, when the store around here shut down, and I, heard a bunch of folks talking, and I was like, I never saw you in that store once, never one time. But you cheered it from afar, which doesn't pay bills. So, at some point, you want something, you got to support it, and support a lot of times means money. Especially if you're doing like a shop or something like that, or like a store. Like I say,
money
I would
is
open
the
up
primary support.
an arcade tomorrow if I thought I could make enough money to pay the bills. I wouldn't even want any money, for myself, just enough to keep the lights on and the games on.
Yeah.
I would do it in a heartbeat tomorrow, just like that. If I thought that I could break even doing it, but
it's nearly impossible.
it's
Or it's risky.
well, it's definitely risky, yeah. And
It may not be impossible because you can't make claims like that.
no, it definitely wouldn't be impossible.
Yeah.
I could do it. Do I think that that again I could break even or at least make enough where I'm paying, I'm keeping the lights on?
It's very unlikely.
But it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah.
Just from my personal experience from this city and running businesses and helping other folks run their businesses and everything. So enough about that. What are we?
Switch.
Well, we kind of already talked about that, I guess.
I mean, there's also those little silly games they have.
Oh, like
Have you seen those?
1-2 switch.
No.
The one with the mini games, or like the milk and the cow, and
Yes,
stuff like that.
That and the tennis. The there was one with the racket where they played like invisible tennis or something like that.
Oh, the table tennis one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
What was that?
Well, that one's actually more sound based.
Yeah, it's sound based.
Yeah, so it's like you just swing when you hear the sound, and depending on the sound that the TV I guess is going to make, you'll know how fast you got to swing or whatever. So
I'd be worried if my
it's
kids were
interesting.
playing that.
If the shop was still open, we'd be playing that game would be at the shop all day every day. I would, because I mean it's fun. It's like Wii Sports. It's fun for like the first few days when you're playing it, and it's fun to pull out whenever you're doing like a party or something like that. But I'm sure it'll get old quick. I think I heard there's like 38 mini games in there, and they've only showed like 20 something of them. So there'll be a few surprises. One of them is like a baby or something. You got to pick the baby up and move it somewhere without waking them up or something like that. Japanese are weird folks, man. But but some of those games actually seem kind of fun.
Yeah, some were actually fun, like the sword one, where you had to like parry.
Oh yeah, the sword clap one. Yeah,
that looked cool.
Yeah, the milk and the cow. It's like they know.
What were they thinking?
They know whatever.
Like I get the idea what they're going for, but why?
Why? Why do they not know how Photoshop works? I mean, come on, man. That's just not going to be good. Animated GIFs all day.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I saw. Twitter, everyone was flying with the videos on that.
Can you imagine somebody getting Trump to play that or something? Oh, I don't even want to think about it. That would be the worst thing. Oh, his head would explode. He would sue Nintendo. Japan wouldn't even exist anymore. He'd nuke them.
The wall would be put over.
Yeah. Any other Switch games that you're looking forward to though? Zelda is obviously number one for me. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a huge Zelda fan. So.
Oh yeah, if you're following the Nintendo timeline, yeah, it has to be number one.
Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not a big Nintendo follower.
I would have taken March 3rd off, but I got to be at work that day. Otherwise, I'd be playing Zelda all day. I'll probably end up playing it all night when I get home. But, I can't wait for that Zelda game. Zelda and Ultra Street Fighter and Mario when it comes out. Splatoon. I never really played the first one, so I'll probably get the second one a chance. And we'll see what else happens. All right, so let's move on. You want to talk about the PS4 boost mode?
Ah, yes, the PS4 Pro boost mode.
Yeah. So
I can't wait to hear Chris G complain about this.
Chris G, I can't wait to hear folks around here complain about it. Like, look,
oh man, the frame rate's a little skippy, man. Why are you running these obsolete consoles?
I'm saying this right now. No, I'm not getting any. PS4 Pros just to get boost mode for any game that's going to work for. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I bought 4 PlayStation 4s and I got like 9 monitors over there. I've got no more money to buy anything else. If you don't want to play on the PlayStation 4, I'm sorry. It's not going to affect any events here at all. You playing on a base PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 4 Slim, which some folks swear it's faster than the older models, and I don't think so at all. I was sitting right there. It's exactly the same, as far as I can tell. It's not quieter. It's not faster. It's exactly the same.
It's just the same game.
But
just what like a few frame rate better. It's better in frame rate and loading times are better.
For the boost mode?
Yes.
Yeah, so the load times, according to some of the tests, they said like going from like the opening screen to the menu to the main menu is like 7 seconds faster, and then going from the main menu to the going from the versus menu to like the character select or whatever, it's like 6 seconds faster. And then like loading into a match is like 3 seconds faster, which I'm sure will make PC folks happy because I know folks get tired like you playing somebody on the PS4 on the PC and you're waiting for them to come out of the match if you're in a lounge to actually get back in there. So that would be cool, I guess, for that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure folks will. There's going to be the inevitable arguments and stuff, and it's almost going to be required that the bigger events obviously are going to probably have to get pros.
Yeah, at most CPT events, definitely. I think they're probably
Yeah. Now, is Sony helping out with that this year? Are they still giving like systems and stuff? Cause
I don't even know what's their plan. Like
they didn't. I don't think they did at Final Round last year at all.
We didn't even get like a prize pot announcement, so I don't think they got this far to see if they're willing to vote for this. So I'm not certain.
So
my guess is no.
So yeah, so all the major guys, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. I mean, if anything, I guess your main setup for it, like stage setups or whatever, could at least be that, and you just have to tell everybody, hey, look, I'm sorry, you got to play on the regular PS4 everywhere else.
Can't play Akuma stage.
And just don't play Akuma stage unless I guess you're on a pro.
Yeah.
If that even holds up when the update eventually comes out, which I'm assuming is probably going to be around the end of this month, early next month, something like that. But yeah, ain't no way. If you got a PS4 Pro that you want to play on, you're going to have to bring it to one of my events. I mean, that's just the way it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wonder because I know Capcom. I saw somewhere where they said that they weren't interested in making, the game, making an update for like Street Fighter V where it would actually run better on the Pro.
Yeah, because they deteriorate the community user base.
Yeah, they didn't really want to make that split. But then Sony came and, I don't want to say messing it up, but inevitably, like you said, somebody's going to complain about it. Chris G. It's like, no, I'm not playing on that one. What? Why? No, I'm not playing on that one. I can only play on the Pro. No, it's gonna lag, man. I can only play over there. So, here we go.
And sweet talk to TOs. Man, you gotta play with him. But if it was probably like Keats, no, it's quiet Christy. No, you're playing on the system that's ordered, but he doesn't do any TO stuff no more.
Yeah. I've told you my Chris G story. My first Final Round, we went there and I waited 45 minutes to play my first match in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and nobody could find my opponent. So I looked on the sheet to see who I was supposed to be playing, and they had everybody by their real name. So I was looking for some jackass named Christopher Gonzalez. Nobody could find him. So 45 minutes went by. They're calling him. Meanwhile, they're telling everybody else, if you aren't at your place when we call your name, you're DQ'd. Except for him.
That's what they all say.
45 minutes went by.
That top player privilege.
And so I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to get a bye or something like that. No, the TO, the guy that was running our pool, sat down and played me instead, and I barely lost too. I was so mad when I realized after that was supposed to be Chris G. He probably played two or three of his fights in that pool before he finally showed up.
Yeah, someone substituted, right?
Yeah,
that's stupid.
The guy that ran the pool, and I guess
that is so stupid.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know why I know why they just didn't want to DQ him. Yeah.
What's stopping them from saying let Justin Wong substitute?
Because Justin Wong was in a different pool.
It didn't matter. What was stopping him from doing that?
Yeah.
If he was able to do that,
I
you
mean,
can't really do that.
he should just be glad that the matches that the guy that ran the pool sat down for, that he was good enough to win. Because
Yeah.
if it was me, he finally strolls back in there, comes the pool. He's done. Sorry, as I guarantee I probably wasn't winning any other fights besides that one. Then my brother, what was his third match, was against Ortiz, Ricky Ortiz.
Mm.
That was brief. And he was like, he kept saying at the time, "Oh, I'm not even good at this game." He was like, "Yeah, shut up." It's like compared to all the other pros, he really wasn't that good at Marvel vs. Capcom. But yeah, no.
At best, he had like what execution. That was it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was just basic combos, but it was
But like
working.
neutral was like he tried to play patient in a Marvel game. It's really hard to like bring that in it. You have to be kind of crazy in Marvel.
Well, yeah, it's kind of part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if Marvel vs. Capcom 3 already runs better on the PS4, except for the online.
Well, there's also that
horrible.
super problem too. When you do a super activation, I think like the texture effects of the black shadows, they like probably cause some skips. I think.
Something I've never looked like completely into it. From my understanding, it doesn't actually change your timing. The looks of it though is different. So, but like as far as like button presses and stuff like that, it doesn't actually slow any of that stuff down. I think the flash happens like a little late or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're used to a certain cue before you do something, it'll mess you up. But if you're used to the timing, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my understanding of it anyway. And we're playing it on the PS4 at our event too, mainly because I only have 2 setups on the Xbox 360, but I have 4 for PS4. So that's the
It's a
main
lot more
reason.
simpler, like more lenient to do it.
Yeah.
My question is, I wonder if they have a not direct input. The Skullgirls driver, whatever it's called.
Oh, the
I call it Skullgirls driver. There's
Yeah.
another name for it.
yeah, where you can use older controllers and stuff.
Yeah, you use the I was to say that use the PS3 joysticks
Yeah.
on the PS4. I don't. Does it have
Not
that?
not for Marvel, no.
Oh, that sucks. So you're either someone that probably plays Street Fighter 5 and got a PS4 stick or got a converter, or you're screwed and you gotta get a new stick, or maybe play pad.
Or you can play pad, yeah. Which you still got to get. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the system comes with a pad. So
Yeah.
no worries.
yeah, until folks steal them, which happens
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the time. Anyway.
Yep.
So boost mode, good thing, bad thing overall. I mean, good thing for gamers. I think bad kind of.
Now, what's that really gonna do to Street Fighter 5's load time? What
I
may
mean,
it may
we
it
won't
may
really
like
know until it comes out, I guess. So
what it's gonna make like a 21-second thing be like 18 seconds now.
basically, yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
those 3 seconds really help.
I mean,
I popped in Street Fighter 4 the other day, and I just realized how it was like 5 seconds. Yeah, I saw a stage, then the characters came up. I could press start and skip, and then go right into the
Right.
games. Yeah, Street Fighter 5, you have to wait to this like long globe try to rotate its way to this area. You have to wait till this music sample HCA file to complete near the end of this file. Then wait till it whitens a slow time, and done.
yeah.
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 All right. Let's talk about Street Fighter 5.
Yes.
Let's talk about Colleen. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
Colleen.
What do you think?
I wonder why they called her Colleen.
Because that's her name.
Yeah, but people are now joking whole colon and
Well,
like maybe it's a reference to cold Colleen. I don't know.
I don't think she actually had any.
She didn't
powers
really
per
have
se
powers in
until
Third
this,
Strike.
yeah.
So
She was just a chick holding his clipboard.
yeah, they gave her a nostalgia costume.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, which
what
looks
about
like
Alex and Ibuki? Did they get their nostalgia costumes yet?
Not yet. Yeah, I'm one of the folks who didn't forget. It's like, hey, didn't they say?
Never forget.
Yeah, didn't
Never
they say
forget.
they supposed to come out when Akuma did? Whatever happened to that? And everybody was just like,
Don't make Capcom look bad now.
I'm not making them look bad. They're doing it themselves. I'm just pointing out a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all this stuff's going
Capcom
to be
being
about at the
Capcom.
end of the year, and then just never said any word about it.
Yeah. SRK forums are being the good seals that they are, enjoying the league.
But, so, Rekka moves. I don't think she actually has Rekka moves. I think all those are
Like target combos.
target combos. Yeah.
I think they are target combos from the looks
I
of
don't
it.
think they're actually Rekkas because I looked at the trailer a couple of times yesterday,
Mhm.
and I was waiting to see something that looked like a Rekka, and it was like, no, I think those are just target combos ending in special moves.
Yeah.
I think like that one combination where she does one that ends in the EX little
Yeah.
knife edge chop thing. I
then
think
has
she
like
just
a
ended a target combo with an EX version of that move.
yeah, then like a
That knocks
projectile
it.
comes up.
Yeah.
For Okazumi,
Mm-hmm.
which I think people are blowing that out of proportion because you can just do no quick rise and it's like it's worthless.
It's
fireball.
worthless. Yeah. Yeah.
At best, you'll do like dash, corner carry, or safe jump, or meaty.
Does she have a double jump? It looks like she has a
Yes,
double
he has
jump.
a double jump, but watch it's probably like only from Tor jump. So it's like,
I'm guessing.
yeah, they don't like cheap stuff,
And
or
then
they don't like overly cheap stuff. So they're gonna
like
probably do
something
something like that.
like the ice that she double jumps off of. Some folks are wondering if that's actually going to hit. I'm guessing no.
What?
When she double jumps, the ice that she makes to jump off of,
Yeah.
it falls after. She jumps off of it.
I don't know.
And I doubt if it has a hitbox.
It probably wouldn't even really matter, honestly.
Seems like it'd be unfair.
Happy birthday.
Is
Huh?
it your birthday?
No.
Well, happy birthday, man.
Well, thank you, Toy. It's not all the time that I get 2 birthdays a year.
Oh,
So
is it close
thank
to
you.
your birthday?
Almost.
Almost? Okay. So you just want to put it out there early.
How did Toy see this?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I posted in Mississippi place not too long ago.
Oh, well, he might. I'm sure he saw that. I'm sure he's not in our group. So
Yeah, I don't know if they're. I don't think most of the Louisiana people are in the Mobile.
I'm very sure of
I
that.
think
Actually,
I think I tried to send some invites,
um
like to Rick
somebody
Soto.
yeah Rick Soto joined. I did see that. But yeah, as far as that's the only one I know of that's in there. But you're important, man. Everybody wants to know what you're doing. You don't understand this, man. You were like, you're the man.
Hey, I haven't seen Toy in a while though. I wonder what Toy's been up to.
Well,
But,
ask him. He's right.
I'll just ask him what he's up to now. From I guess with the 30-second delay,
Well,
talk
yeah,
about Street Fighter
right.
5. So
But
Colleen,
yeah, but yeah, I don't think she's the true Fei Long of the game yet. Which I was surprised that there wasn't a character like that, unless I'm forgetting somebody. But it's like every archetype,
I think it just goes
every
against
Street
their
Fighter archetype has
philosophy
been in the game
Street
so
Fighter
far,
5.
but not a
Yeah,
Rekka character. And I thought about that too. As this may not be what the
Yeah.
kind of character that they want in Street Fighter
Yeah,
5.
dive kicks aren't really a thing in this game.
Yeah.
So far, Rekkas aren't. But even projectile like pressure is not really like a thing in Street Fighter 5 technically. Well, unless you're Guile. Guile's actually good.
Well,
I wonder what they're gonna do for March when
What's
that time comes around with a balance patch.
now did they say they're doing one, or did you just kind of?
They say they are doing one.
So there's going to be one.
There
and it's
is
going to be in
gonna-
March. Ooh, are they going to wait until before or after final round? I wonder. They're going to have to wait till after final round.
They're Chiefs up with Bison. Oh yeah, Bison's. I don't know. He's good. I don't think he's. Someone was saying Bison was like top tier than you season 2. I don't think so.
I feel like I heard that like the first 2 weeks of season 2, and then everybody was just like, nah, he still sucks.
Yeah, because Japanese players. I think there was one Japanese player said he was like top 5 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
But like I think he's great. I think he's viable to work in the tournament now. Like compared to season 1.
Well, he's better. I think.
Yeah,
he could
he could probably win tournaments now himself. But I don't think he's like. Oh, I don't think he's like the problem. Urian, Guile, and a few others, they're the problems.
Yeah.
Bison, I mean, he has slow walk speed, so he has some. he has some noticeable flaws,
Hmm.
but he's strong. He's still someone that's scary. But I don't hate Ken. I think he's the best Soto.
Yeah, but I say you don't hate Ken. You play with Ken all the time.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best. I think he's the best Soto. Better than Akuma. I
I
know there's
think
a lot of
so,
people. A lot of
actually.
people are saying that Akuma's the best one. I don't see it. I think with his health and what situational V trigger stuff,
Hmm.
which I mean, you have plenty of time to see that's going on when he does it. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's more like I'd rather just use someone that's like 1,000 health and can get that damage from a V trigger and can corner carry really well. Like there's just more situations that Ken can probably cover than I would think Akuma could.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
Um.
Akuma's damage output overall, possible damage output, is probably higher, but only in
Yeah.
certain.
His possible damage output is high. I question the times he can do it, the
Right.
situations,
Yeah.
like the scenarios. I don't think it's as much as Ken.
Yeah, I
That's
agree with
another big
that.
problem. It's the same thing I have at Ryu. When someone said like Ryu had like better damage,
Hmm.
I felt Ken had a lot more ways to get that high damage, especially in the corner. It was dumb.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was great and dumb.
Yeah.
But Kuma, it's more like it's especially when you're confirming stuff. It's hard. He doesn't even. I don't even think he has a light confirm into strong damage like Ken. Ken can do like jab, but then way strong, way fierce target combo to Tatsu. That's like bread and butter thing he can do. Ken, I mean Akuma,
Does he not have a light?
strong? No, not that I know of. If he, I mean now I'm guessing debating if he has jab and back fierce. But I don't think he does have that. And if he does, he
No.
has to be like, probably like point blank, which is probably not that great.
I feel like I get hit with light punch, medium kick into combo all the time.
Yeah. I saw that toy with Loyal Soul. He said he thinks. Well, it's weird. Yeah, I seen him complain about Kuma, but he also thinks that Akuma is better than Ken. Uh, it's weird. I actually think Akuma's not that great, but I still feel Ken's the better Soto. Which I think when I saw his post, he said he felt Kuma was better. It's an interesting theory he had. Would like to talk. I would like to talk to him more about that. That's good. Um, but yeah, Akuma is not like nowhere near like the Street Fighter 4 goodness that he was at the time. He was a problem in Street Fighter 4. 5 not doesn't look like it much. Urian got a lot of problems. Um, Akuma's still he's still alright. Like he can probably work in this game, but I don't think he's. Oh man, like if he messes up one read for EXCP,
Oh yeah.
like he's it's like GG's. But that kind of helps. That's another thing with Ken. Like even if Ken did like EXCP, and I know that's like one of the worst things because when you ever have like a two hitting EXCP, there's so much time to think that oh man, this guy could be like jump cross countered hit and all that,
Yeah.
or you could do like these like really crazy stuff with Urian once they see him land and then do like V trigger on the start and then do like hit after it,
Hmm.
like more damage stuff. Like it makes sense for like how Ryu when he does the XCP, it's kind of normal. It's like a normal punish, but Akuma's and Ken's there's like a lot of time for you to think about what to do. So kind of helps that ratio of how you get your reward out compared to some characters. But I still think Ryu's the worst of them all.
Yeah, I would agree. Actually. Yeah.
You have some Japanese players thinking he's like bottom five. I
I don't think he's bottom five.
I think he is.
Really?
Yes,
I don't think he's bottom five.
I think he's bottom five.
Definitely not as good as he used to be,
Yeah,
but I don't think he's that bad. It's no birdie.
Birdie has -2 EX headbutt. I mean, bullhorn. I think.
I'm glad you're happy about that.
Yeah, that's actually fun. I like that. They should not change that. That's cool. I like dumb
Well,
stuff from Birdie to have that.
just my luck.
He
being
needs
well.
more stuff.
You know, He does.
He needs to have banana
Trust me.
light up and fire and
I
damage
mean,
people
I
like
understand
a
they want
Dawson.
Birdie to be a particular way, but the changes that they did make him, I just don't get it. It's like, why would they do that? It's like, why?
Tekken. Yeah. Tekken. Yeah, I wonder how Tekken Akuma is now.
Have they changed him? I mean,
They made him overpowered early on,
Uh huh.
and I think they nerfed him. They did that in purpose to make Akuma look cool early in gameplay footage
Uh huh.
to encourage people to get in, like especially Street Fighter people. I think that's the
Well,
gimmick.
obviously, yeah.
So, but I heard he got nerfed a bit, but it looks like he's still decent. I mean, based on having even FADCs in Tekken, I don't think a lot of people had the ability to do like jab dash cancel stuff from like trades.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's specific trades that you can juggle where you would probably get like one more hit from a certain distance with most of the Tekken cast, but because he has an FADC mechanic, he could probably do something like hit a hit and then FADC forward, and he could continue to juggle. So he has better consistency on getting his damage than other characters could. So, but outside that, I'm not familiar what were his true nerfs. I think it was mainly damage related and frame advantage stuff.
I hadn't been keeping up with it.
Yeah,
I guess I need to start since it actually has a release date now. What is it? June, was it?
Jeez, it's near Evo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It's a long time. I mean, it's not coming out against anything though. It's like it'll come out right in the middle of the summer drought, so that's good.
Yeah,
Give folks something to play.
yeah.
But it's a ways off though.
Do you think Birdie's underrated? I think he.
I
kinda
think
is.
overall, I mean, of course I complain about him because that's who I play, and I have to complain about the character I use.
Yeah.
But
I mean, season 1, I could probably agree that he kind of had a rough, probably.
yeah, they didn't make it much easier for him this
Yeah.
season.
And season 2.
I mean, he had small things changed about him
Yeah.
that didn't make any sense. Like, why does his crush counter knock the opponent further away now?
Which one? Roundhouse?
Yeah, I do not get that. Like, what was the purpose of that?
I mean, you can still do like fierce bullhead, or yeah.
Yeah, but like even at point blank, they're out of range to do. You have to take a step now to do just a regular little mid punch bullhorn combo. Bullhead.
I don't know what they're thinking about.
I don't know. I guess they thought
They made some really questionable changes.
I mean, they might have thought he did too much damage on the crush counter, so just had to make you work for it.
Yeah.
Because once you do that dash, that takes away a lot of your options. You're not doing a ducking fierce punch into like a headbutt or something like that anymore.
We're talking about people who gave Urian 1025 health.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Oh God.
They should just make it. They should just make. I hope in this new patch they buff him more. Like they make his EX tackle now wall bounce or ceiling bounce.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, like a ping pong. Yeah.
Yeah, you just sit
Perfect.
there and charge his fierce kick and get both hits of that, then both hits of his elbow, and then a third elbow into super. Because
Yes.
why not?
And make it +4 in block.
Because he irritated.
You know, people will remember Urian from that. That's what I like about these. They should do that. Yes. Because who's gonna remember Ryu now? What do you think of Ryu now? What his new changes? I tell you what I think of him. T-Rex arms, and an unblockable fireball that like scales heavily.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow. Oh, laugh. I'm laughing at how bad he is now. I can't picture what's great about him now. Usually when I look at characters, there's always things I can envision. Like Street Fighter 4, Bison, I remember Scissors Kick. But he had problems with Guile. He had trouble with that. But like I remember him being that guy a lot of people hated the Scissors Kick with. With Ryu, people didn't like the DP stuff. Seth, they didn't like his 50-50 nonsense with this SPD DP stuff.
Uh-huh. I think in Capcom's head, Ryu is supposed to be the middle of the road character, the character that everybody goes to learn to play.
Yeah.
And I think in somebody's head up there, they don't want him to be the best. They want him to be the character that everybody jumps on first,
Mm-hmm.
and like not feel so super complicated. And then you got players coming on there and making them look too overcomplicated or something.
Mm-hmm.
And all these long high damage combos that's good for the character, but maybe not for their idea of what they want him to be in. This is what I think, because I agree the stuff that they did to Ryu seemed crazy, but I think it was to make him more accessible. I think they want Ryu to be the entry drug into, Ken or Akuma, and then everybody else or something like that.
They made the second hit of his jump strong a mid hit where you can block high or low. I don't know if that's right. God, I just call it overhead, not mid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They made the second hit where you can block high or low.
Block high. Yeah.
I mean low. You can block low.
Block it low. Yeah. Which?
Why?
Okay. Why not? Why not? I guess.
I feel glad that I didn't main him, honestly.
Ryu?
Yeah, I feel. You know what? From the hot time of playing Street Fighter 5 and not enjoying the online stuff, I feel proud for not maining him. Because I had a feeling he was going to go down this route of being like a lot of people going to hate him. And yeah, he was great in season 1, but I don't think he was like. I still think Ken was the better one.
Yeah.
In the long run.
Yeah.
But of course, the indirect changes like kind of hurt him a lot, and even then, you got the other characters that like came up and it's just, oh man, it made the matchup for Ryu hard because a lot of times the Soto's nightmare generally is anyone with like long normals or like better space control and who had better, as of right now, better momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't picture. I keep thinking of Karine when she's up close. Whenever she's close for like Ryu, there's another person. Lara probably will give him problems now.
Oh yeah.
But before it didn't matter because you had to be scared of DP. So it was kind of like the dumb thing you had to like watch out for.
Yeah.
But it was still a risk because if you read it right, it's a satisfying read and you get like 40% off of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still something that had to make the player cautious. So, but that change alone probably like made like most of the meta game for Ryu not that great because you just made it worse for like someone with like really long normals against them. So, and you heard the Topanga thing I was going right?
No.
Yeah, Daigo got like 0-3 by Hotani.
Oh.
At this point, I don't even know why he's using Ryu anymore.
Hadn't he talked about going to Guile or something like that?
Yeah, he has. And I think he said he had fun using Guile, but I'm questioning why he doesn't like go ahead and main him. I'd be happy if he did it.
He might eventually. I think it's just kind of like a pride thing or something.
Yeah, it's like a pride thing.
Stick with his character.
Yeah.
Because I've had a lot of folks tell me that I should play with Laura, of all folks. I've had 3 or 4 different guys tell me I should play her. It's like, what about my play style makes you think I'd be good with her?
I have no idea. I don't see Laura.
I don't either. But I had like 2 guys at Emerald Coast Con tell me that. My brother told me that, and somebody else. It's like,
I'd say try.
You should use her. I mean, she's I guess because she has like a command grab, and again, everybody thinks I play with grapplers. I don't. I just usually end up playing with the character that happens to have command grabs and stuff. But I don't particularly like grapplers. I don't like Zangief at all.
Oh really?
I've never liked Zangief. Yeah.
Because he's really good now.
Well, yeah.
Well,
but like T-Hawk is probably the only actual grappler that I've ever gone for, and then that was more because he was a big, strong guy that had a good anti-air, and he also happened to have a command grab. So I just want to straighten that out with everybody. First of all, I'm not a grappler player. I'm usually the guy that picks the big, dumb character that can kill you in 3 hits. That's what I like to use.
And you used to use Sotos.
Huh? Well, I used to, yeah. Way back when I could actually play these things, yeah. When I was young. Had good reflexes. Ah, yeah.
Still need reflexes for birdie though. Those
Yeah.
confirms are hard.
Yeah, but he's so
Well,
slow it doesn't really matter.
6 reactions. Almost everybody has to have them. It's like 355 just seems to favor that route
Hmm.
where you have to like, confirm really quick on
Yeah.
a lot of situations.
Yeah. So we pretty much off of
Colleen.
Colleen at this point. We haven't actually talked about it in what, like half an hour?
We didn't get to talk to her about like if we liked her or her
Um,
team. I don't like her team.
her theme?
It's
Oh, the music that was playing during that?
Oh no, that's not really her team. That's like
Yeah,
Lupe's
yeah.
thing. That's just on the side.
Oh, okay.
That's not gonna. I don't
I
think
hadn't
that's
heard
in the
the theme.
game.
I remember when Jury was coming out and you like emailed me or something, Jury's theme, and I didn't listen. I never got a chance to actually
The Hank Hill one,
hear
or
it or
the Hank Hill one, or
no, like her actual theme in Street Fighter Five.
okay, because I made
Jury.
a video with Hank Hill's like
Oh.
listening to the jury.
I got to see that. But no, you emailed it to me. I was like, this is terrible, and I never got a chance to actually listen to it. So it came out, and I'm usually playing in here, and I usually don't have my headphones on if I'm just playing in here, and I'm just playing on the Fight Club account. I usually don't hear anything, so I didn't hear a thing for a long time until I played on my personal account in the front room on the stereo and everything. And I'm listening to her music, and I was like, oh my God, Ace was right. This is horrible. Music is so bad. It's just noise.
It's not even that it's like bad. It's just it's unfitting.
Yeah.
It
Like, it doesn't fit
feel like a battle.
anything.
It doesn't feel like a battle team.
Mm-mm. Not
Like
at
the
all.
same thing applied. Like the same problem I had with Jury's team applied with this team. It's not a team that I feel like as a battle team. It's not. It feels like an okay composer for like specific remixed albums, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe like what Tekken does, like menu download things, which I don't see why Street Fighter 5 doesn't do. Like had their Street Fighter 2 collection. There's a lot of things they can do, but they don't do it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like something I get hype about.
Let me ask you one thing too, real quick. The CFN update that they talked about. What do you think that's going to be?
Oh, well, here at Capcom, we gave you the ability to go back to the replay section at ease after
Uh-huh.
a match.
Uh-huh.
That is it. Tune in next month so we have an announcement of another announcement.
Is that it? You think?
Please have our support and think.
Thank you
What
for
do they
your
call? What do they say?
support or whatever.
Yeah, support and patience.
So yeah. Patience and continued support. Yes.
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 Haters left behind. Did you see that photo with that guy that said haters left behind, and they had Combo Fiend and Ono on the side?
Mm-mm.
Someone made a Photoshop of Street Fighter 5 case, and they put those three, and they had the Street Fighter 5 logo saying haters left behind edition.
I need to go look that up.
It's good.
But I'm wondering one thing that I want them to add. Why, if I can see somebody I know in my favorite profiles list or something like that, why can't I? If I see that they're in a lounge or something, and there's room in the lounge, you could do this in 4. Why can't I just join that lounge? Why don't I have an option to join the lounge that somebody else is in? Like if I saw you were in a lounge, I wouldn't join the lounge you're in. But if I saw you in a lounge or something, and Street Fighter 4 had this, I see you in a lounge, and it tells me right then if I can join you or not.
Oh, if you've seen it, couldn't you just join it?
You can in 5.
Why?
Great question.
What?
I have no idea. Have you ever done that before? Because every now and then I'll go on, because I'm usually only on for like 15 minutes at a time. Usually like right before I go to work, or maybe if I get half an hour break at night when I'm at work.
You know that
I'll jump on, and sometimes I'll go on and I'll see, oh, so and so's on. Oh, he's in a lounge. Oh, that's right, I can't join him, and I can't find what lounge he's in either. It's like, give me that one option, so that I can be like, hey, everybody, I've opened up a lounge. So then all you have to do is go to your CFN thing, find me, say join lounge. That should be it.
you see this the circle emote like in the iPhones. You know they have a little loading circle thing.
Uh-huh.
This is what I see every time I go to Battle Lounge.
Oh, really?
So I can't see what region they're from. I can't see like if it's good ping.
Yeah,
So
I never get the bars update. They never update. I see who it is, I see where they're from, but I never see the bars
yeah,
what it is. Yeah, it's just the loading thing over there.
so I can't even like have a proper matchmaking with Battle Lounge.
Yeah, I
I,
always
I don't
have
see
to.
how anybody could honestly.
Most times, the few times I do play Battle Lounge, sometimes I'll refresh and just I'll just have to guess. Let me just jump in and
Yeah,
see what it is. Oh, it's one bar. I'm out of here.
that's what
And
happens to me a lot. I get one bar. I get someone from Germany, leave. Get someone from Japan, leave.
hmm
Uh,
yeah, I can see
I
that
end
at
up going
least.
to a room that's ended up saying diamonds only, and I get kicked. That really got me ticked off, and I just quit the game.
I hate it when I go into a room like on my main account I'm gold, you know, and I go into a room that says anybody, and it's the only room I can join, and then but like the person will be like gold or super gold or something. So I'm thinking, okay, well I'm close to this guy's skill level or whatever. I get in there, immediately kicked.
That ra- that
The
rank
only thing I can
that rank
think of is
pride,
maybe on their screen I'm showing up as one bar, but they're showing up as like full on mine.
or maybe it doesn't even show your rank. It probably shows you as rookie, but really you're not rookie.
Possibly, I did lose I won like 3 fights on my main account and 2 on this one that just erased. My rank got reset. I won those fights. I never got those points. It eventually reset it, but I never got those points. I can
Yeah.
show you on that PlayStation where that is. It's maddening.
Mm.
And I lost a lot of points on my other one because I beat like like 2 ultra goals and a super goal. I should have had like mad points, but nope. Those fights don't count. They're still there. They're still in my replay list.
Hmm.
But yay, Street Fighter Five.
Yep.
Yay.
Haters left behind.
Yeah, haters left behind. Yeah.
You seen they blocked one of them blocked Eno, the Japanese player.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, someone on one of the uh fighting game devs like of Capcom side of Street Fighter 5
Mm-hmm.
blocked Eno from Japan, and he's like he's a known I think he plays anime games mainly. But he does
Is he like
does
I-NO? Because that would be from Guilty
no,
Gear.
yeah, no, it's not that. It's someone named like
Oh,
no
okay.
no das. And
Okay, I got you.
I think he dabbles mainly anime fire, but he does give Street Fighter 5 a go, I think.
Uh-huh.
And he must have said something bad at one point that he got blocked by them. And everyone was like, "Yeah, Mater's look fine."
What are you gonna do? I don't know.
People still play it.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
So who you think the next character in Street Fighter 5 is gonna be?
I don't know. Personally, I don't care. I didn't care when Colleen was leaked. Honestly, I didn't get to tell you how I felt about Colleen. I didn't really care about her.
I don't really care either.
But everyone on the forum seemed so crazy about her. And on my message group from some of the people I know, they seem crazy about her.
I mean, I'm sure it should be fun for somebody. Somebody out there is excited, just to have new characters. I'm personally not so upset that they're only doing new characters for season 2. I think that's actually kind of cool.
I think it's a risky move that's not worth it.
Definitely.
Because this was not the time to do it when they had such a bad reputation. It's too risky of a move. And they didn't even fix some of the problems that they had.
I know.
Like, at least do that, then make
know.
a big thing where they can advertise it again to have like a kind of like a relaunch like feel.
Yeah. I think we
Like
talked about
like
that last
Christmas,
time.
the Christmas thing you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't do it.
If it was me, I'm advertising that game like it was brand new, from October through Christmas, acting like it didn't even come out earlier in the year. Nope, Street Fighter 5 just came out. Go buy it, because the casual audience who they already missed, those guys are gone. They don't care anymore. You advertise it just like that. Oh, cool! Street Fighter 5 came out.
Kind of feels like my state, like how Mississippi is now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you go to Louisiana group page, they're pretty talkative about Street Fighter 5. They're pretty into it. Mississippi, I see a lot of haters on Street Fighter 5.
The few times I go to Mississippi, I usually see Harry on there saying something bad about Street Fighter.
Yeah. Harry's usually talking about it. Celia talks bad about it. Harold, I think, talks about it. John my brother talks bad about it, but he doesn't mention it at all in the group. But
Uh-huh.
I love to tease him about Street Fighter 5 when he's playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh
We're all
Lord.
talking about the good things, like about how Mira and Jackal just got released and how fun they are. And I'm like, yeah, good. But what do you think about Street Fighter 5? It's like, why you even mention that
It's
while I'm
like,
playing
man,
such a good game?
like get out of my face, man. I'm playing R6, man. Move.
Yeah, it's good times.
So, hey, I probably won't be excited. It's just like last year. I didn't care about any of the DLC characters for Street Fighter 5, and so far I don't care about any of these Street Fighter characters. I won't care until Hugo. Hopefully they bring Hugo back. Like characters that'll make me care again. Hugo, T-Hawk. I don't think Honda would be good in this game. I mean, he'd be cool, but I don't think he'd be good in this game.
Minus 20 on blockhead butts. They're going to do everything they can to screw him over.
Plus, I don't think his play style would just fit this game like at all. Like a charge character like him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Any of those three. You know, I'm interested to see what the new characters are going to be. It looks like one of the new characters might be a big character. We'll see what he turns out to be.
I'm having low expectations. You know, I was thinking maybe Colin might do something good because I had low expectations on her in the first place. That didn't really help. It even lowered my expectations.
Yeah. So she's coming out the 28th of this month, right?
Yeah, it's coming out to 28.
You think they're going to have her on what's that? Winter stays on like next week or something? Next week or week after
I wouldn't
next?
be surprised. They'll probably do that.
Because they usually get, man, I wish I lived there. Where are they? I know it's in England.
Somewhere in Europe.
It's in England, I know. It's like, God, why can't I live there? Anyway.
Or, I don't know, maybe, I think Art's would be in hell right now. Arturo, I think he's like in really big trouble.
Why?
Because he leaked information about her.
Oh, did he?
Having ice stuff and all.
Oh.
I mean, some of the things kind of like came together, and like it'd been fine. Like it'd probably be okay if he just mentioned Colleen, because I think almost everybody knew.
I mean, the second you saw the silhouette and the hat, and it's like, well, that's obviously her.
Yeah,
I knew it was her.
But he went ahead and like brought up all the ice stuff he had, and like I see he had like a V trigger that like stuns the opponent, like frozen, and all. Like how it works is when you hit the opponent.
So he leaked all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he didn't leak it personally. Someone got it from him. So it makes me wonder, how did he even get this information in the first place? Because they have done that before. Arturo is like a known person that like somehow gets screwed over a lot. He does a lot of dumb things, like the cross counter thing, when he like revealed the whole Micros and Jago.
Oh, was that
drama.
him?
Yeah,
okay.
That phone video, that was him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he screwed things over somehow. Like, I don't know. Doesn't take good care of security stuff. It just gets out there.
Oh, Lord.
But
well, hopefully. So I guess we'll probably won't hear about another character until so this is the end of February, March, so probably the end of April.
Yeah, probably be an announcement of an announcement.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, they're supposed to be talking to us once every couple of months. Like, weren't that what you were doing last year? How is that any different? We pretty much heard something from you about every next month last year. It's not really more. But then they say, like, in between months, we might talk about something else. Well, you probably should have said something. You probably have something to talk about every month then. That just sounds better overall from a PR perspective. Don't say that you're going to make announcements every couple of months. Say that you'll have something to share every month, even if it's not an announcement. You know, say, hey, I ate a grilled cheese today. Awesome.
The icing of the cake was what was it that he said? There was something he said from there that I was like, wow, like that wasn't really needed. It's related to that, how he's making more. Oh, the summer break. He mentioned that. Sorry, we haven't been communicating a lot. Just as you know, I've been taking like a break or so. It feels like he must have took like more than 2-3 breaks. Honestly, with that kind of communication we've been getting, like no offense, but we've been feeling out of the loop.
feel like that chick that keeps going back to the same dude that beats her up.
Yeah.
Because if somebody asks me, why do you still play Street Fighter 5? Oh no, it's a good game if you get to know it.
Yeah. with some with a mild dosage of bipolar disorder.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everybody else playing KOF is just like, well, this game is fun and it's full, had everything when it came out, and even gave me some free stuff.
Yeah, but
Like, well,
not many people play it. Sadly.
But yeah, sadly, that game is fun.
'Cause I like the game.
I love it. Yeah.
I think that's like the last 3 times I've probably popped open a fighting game. That was the game I played around with.
KOF.
Yeah, minus the time I logged in Street Fighter 5 just for the whole challenge fight money stuff. Apparently, you can get fight money without PSN Plus. I didn't know that.
Certain things, yeah, you don't have to go online to play them.
Yeah.
One of them one time was like join a battle lounge.
Yeah.
But you didn't actually have to go all the way into the battle lounge. You just had to open up battle lounge mode.
Yeah.
Because this one I don't have PS Plus on.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did, I forgot this was the one that I can't play online on. So I hit battle lounge, and the little thing come up asking you to sign up for PlayStation Plus came up. So I left it, and I went to the thing to see what all I'd done with the other stuff or whatever, and I saw that I had went to a battle lounge once. It's like, play battle lounge so many times. Whatever. I was like, what? So I went to battle lounge again, came out, and it was counting it. So I was actually able to get it then. I noticed that they fixed that though, like stuff where like I think this week's one of them is like go in and do a search, a replay search or something like that. Mm-hmm. It used to be sometimes all you had to do was just hit replay search and it would come up. Yeah. Now you actually have to do a search before you get the fight money.
Yeah,
so
how great. Yeah.
They did fix that. Because they probably didn't like folks like me who figured out I don't even have to have online. I can just keep hitting the mode, back out, hit the mode again, back out, hit the mode again, back out to still get the fight money.
If it's one thing they're fast on the people who are getting the money, fight money fast, like the challenge hacks.
Yeah.
Just like the root kit.
Yeah.
Oh man, someone was hacking that. Oh, get that root kit ready.
Who
cares about the Player 2 rematch? And
we
all
gotta fix that now.
That's the problem.
Yeah. So. Let's talk about Evo.
Oh yes, the Evo lineup.
Yeah.
And the Pokken Marvel thing drama and apparently there's also a Mike Z drama thing too, I guess, because he mentioned like he wasn't a fan of the whole donation thing. The way you paid based on how much money you put in rather than $1 per person. So less of a popularity, more of who has the most money. Yeah,
and I think the only reason they can really get away with that is because it's for a good cause. It's like you can't be mad at all that money going toward what it did. But I definitely understand that because I kind of felt the same way. Mm-hmm. It's like you get that one rich fan of freaking what's the game with the sword fighting guys?
Besito Blade?
No. It was one of the games on the list.
Nidhogg?
Yes. You get one guy who's rich and just really wants to see that at Evo and is like, you know what? 10 grand.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, that's the game that's on there.
That wouldn't be enough for Marvel, though, because that's like 60, 70,000.
Yeah. But you see what I'm saying, though. It's like, one guy could have really screwed that whole thing up.
Yeah. I was wanting to see
I wouldn't mind seeing that. That game was actually really fun. Windjammers, yeah.
How is Nidhogg?
Huh?
How is Nidhogg? I know I've seen it.
Have you ever seen it before?
I saw pictures, but I never seen gameplay.
I don't like the second one. The second one looks like a real game. I like the blocky graphics of the first one.
Kind of Atari looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it kind of reminds me of Joust. You ever played Joust? The old Atari game where you were flying on the ostriches?
Yeah, you fly on you mean obstacles?
Well, like birds, and you were like...
I don't know. I thought you were landing on like lines.
Well, yeah, there was platforms and stuff, but you were fighting other folks and stuff. That's what I liked about it. It was like, oh, this is like Joust without the ostriches. Basically, you go where you can throw the swords and everything, and then you get eaten by the dragon when you get to the end. It was like, what? That's my prize? Wow. I guess that makes sense if you know what that thing is. Need a hog. Yeah. So it's the dragon that lives in the root of the world tree Yggdrasil in Norse mythology, in case anybody wanted to know that. So that's why the dragon
Wait.
comes and eats you at the end, because you're fighting to be a sacrifice to the dragon that lives in the roots of the world tree.
Yeah. It's out of my field.
Yeah,
I
okay.
I didn't know
So
that.
anyway, now that that's behind us, uh, I guess the day that they announced that they were going to do all that, I was at work. I was on my lunch break. I checked Event Hubs or whatever, and they said, these are the games, and then they're going to do a vote for everything else. And then I saw somebody say that Yipes was streaming about it right then.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, well, I wasn't supposed to watch this at work, but I'll just check it out for like a minute. I sat there and watched him for an hour. He was so upset. I mean,
A Pokken, like, trying to get up there?
well, just that MVC just wasn't,
Yeah, 'cause that was like,
wasn't one of the main games.
yeah, that was like one of the
Possibly
early
couldn't
games.
have been,
Yeah.
possibly wasn't going to be there like at all.
Almost.
I mean, cursing folks out, dang near in tears, and I was like, I mean, I love the MVC series too, but man, I wasn't that upset about it. I was like, oh well, that kind of sucks, but I also understand as somebody who's run 4 or 5 events when no one has showed up to play that game, and
Yeah.
even been to larger events where that's always the smallest game. It's like nobody's playing it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. I guess I had a feeling because, like, I think early Evo, that was, like, the gaming thing to have because Evo
Yeah.
was, like, the console. Wait,
well,
then
Marvel,
they had. When the Evo first came out, was that arcade based or console based? I think it was arcade.
I think it was arcade. Yeah, like the very first ones, the thing that eventually became Evo was definitely arcade.
Yeah.
They might have had, like, I'm guessing around 2000, 2001, you could have Dreamcast versions of like Street Fighter Alpha and MVC2 and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure the early ones were like, just straight up arcade cabinets.
Speaking of which, do you remember Alpha Upper?
Yeah.
For Naomi board.
Mm-hmm.
Why has that never gotten popular?
I don't know.
Because that was like an updated Alpha Tree, but it's just like nobody talked about it.
I don't know. I always wanted the one on PSP.
Yeah.
That and Castlevania, what was it, the Bloodlines collection or whatever? I was that close to buying a PSP for those two games. Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the upper? And that's when they added Eagle and Eagle,
I think Yun and
Ma-
Ingrid.
yeah, and Maki. Yeah,
Eagle, Maki, Yun, and Ingrid.
yeah,
I think that was the order.
I think so. And it's like I wanted that game so bad. It's like, why don't they put this on a real console that people actually play?
I
Damn
don't
it.
know. It's like
But,
even in Japan, it was like hard to find footage of it. Like I cannot find any like tournament footage of Alpha 3 Upper. When
I think by the time it came out, nobody really cared anymore, I guess. Because, I mean, by the time Alpha 3 came out on Dreamcast, it had already been out in arcades for years at that point.
Yeah.
Not to mention the PlayStation 1. It was at least 2 years old on the PS1 before it came out on Dreamcast. I think it was just an old game. It was just over.
Even in Japan. I mean, I can understand here, but like, what's
yeah.
their story?
I mean, you had MVC1 and MVC2 out. Capcom vs. SNK, the first one at least, was probably out around then. It was just other stuff that came out, and this was just an update of an old game.
Yeah, for us we had Marvel. For them, I don't think they took Marvel seriously. They tried to, but then it just didn't. Well.
Yeah, I don't think
they
it's really
flopped it.
their sensibility of what a fighting game was.
Yeah, that was like, what was this? This ain't
but,
our
but it
style.
was. But it was crazy. I gotta love those games. But
yeah.
But I think that's probably why. I mean, Street Fighter 3 was already out, so yeah, Alpha 3 Upper was just a updated version of an old game. That's what I'm gonna say. There was other stuff going on.
I mean, it's making me think of
Guilty
Ultra
Gear
Street Fighter
X
2
was
also.
Guilty Gear X was a thing by then.
Yeah.
That was really like right before the great drought. Before fighting games just went away. I mean, Techromancer was about to come out, man. Techromancer.
Yeah.
One of the greatest fighting games ever. Me and you gonna play that. It's on that computer right there. We're gonna play it on stream one of these times.
I'm gonna get bodied.
Well, you won't.
That's the game.
I'm not good at that game. I barely remember how to play it now, but it's still fun.
All I remember were there was robots, and I think you controlled like different types of. You can even select a different type of weapon. per
Not
after selection
not in
or
Romancer. Cyberbots, the game that Tech Romancer is the spiritual successor to. You could pick. You picked your character, and then you picked which one he was playing, and then each character had a three. Each machine had three different versions of it
Mhm.
that you can play. So,
Oh, I
but
probably got confused with that game. I think I
yeah,
probably never put. I think I never got my hands on Techromancer. I just
uh, it was in Japanese arcades, but the only way it came out over here in America was on Dreamcast. I love that game.
mm,
Diana 17. Anyway, um, it's one of the characters in the game.
mm.
She wasn't even that good, but I just love that name. I don't know why. But yeah, so MVC ended up winning.
Yep.
But Pokken got really close. I think for a while it was in the lead
Yeah.
at first.
There were some points where it was in a lead.
hmm And didn't they say they were gonna like throw some money behind it for the rest of the year or something? Since it got so close to winning, they were gonna throw some money at other events
Something like
for that
that.
game, which is cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Something like that. They were gonna compensate the people who funded,
mhm.
for their efforts. They're gonna try
Yeah,
to
see,
do something
that's
with it.
that's kind of the thing that I felt like kind of sucked about it. Because, like I said, if it was like $1 per person or something like that, that way you're not out of like a ton of money, even if you lost.
Mhm.
You only personally was only out one.
Mhm.
But yeah, once that one got so close and then lost, those fans feel like, well, I just gave them all that money for nothing.
Mhm.
So I feel like they had to do something like
Yeah.
that. So it'll be there, but it's only going to be like Saturday, right? Friday and Saturday, I think they say.
Marvel?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. So are they doing the whole two different locations again this year, or have they said?
I don't think they said it.
I forgot to look that up. A lot of folks did not like that. I remember watching the stream, and they were in like the first place, like the hangar looking place. I know if I was there, I wouldn't have been too pleased about that. It's like nowhere to sit. You're just standing up the whole time and watching.
Mm.
But we'll see. But otherwise, they're basically playing all the standards: Street Fighter 5, Injustice 2.
Yeah.
What else?
No Mortal Kombat.
No Mortal Kombat. Yeah, which I'm sure Sonic Fox is upset about. It's like, come on, I need that. I
That
need that easy money.
freebie money.
Well, he'll just have to
Yeah,
win
yeah.
Injustice.
Well, there's always side tournaments.
Yeah,
He'll probably go to that.
yeah, yeah. I always watch the Gundam Extreme versus side tournament on what's his name, the Brett.
Yeah, the Brett.
Yeah, he streams that every year, and I watch it every year.
Yeah.
I'll have full Evo going on there, but like whenever he's streaming that, I'll watch it on the big screen here. So I'll watch like Street Fighter, whatever's going on, but I'll always watch the Gundam one. So Blaze Blue, Smash 4. Are
Smash
they
4 and
doing
Melee.
Melee? Are they doing Melee too?
Yep, they're doing both. But the thing that you probably were hearing that was like the problem
Mm-hmm.
was people on the Melee side were complaining that that's not on on the Sunday finals.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
4 is on the Sunday, but
But
not Melee.
yeah, did Nintendo? I remember Nintendo like tried to get them to not like stream it at all, and
Yeah.
then they agreed to. But I think that's kind of the thing because I know Nintendo was like, "Why are you playing this old game? There's a perfectly good game right here. Play this one." So I'm sure there's probably some deal with Nintendo they got where it's like, just get the old one out the way and
Yeah.
make sure everybody plays this one. This is the one we want everybody to play.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo, it doesn't work that way. But God bless Nintendo. They're like your old grandpa. You love him, but he's just out of touch. He just doesn't understand how things work anymore.
Yeah.
But should be good. Are you gonna go to
Oh,
Evo?
Tekken 7, I forgot.
Tekken 7.
So-
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
I
People,
think we're missing like 2 others.
actually, I know we are. Matter of fact, yes. Just give me a second here. Just look up. Oh, what do I have? Sure, you can. Should have. Shoot, screw it.
Yes, that is the Evo we're looking for.
Cars, yeah.
Cars.
Evo, sure. You're gonna all right. Here we go. All right, Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, Guilty Gear Xrd, Rev 2,
Yeah, that's what we're missing.
Injustice 2, Melee, Smash 4, Blaze Blue. That's
KOF 14.
yeah, KOF 14, and then now we know this one is
Marvel.
Ultimate Marvel's Capcom.
Revelator 2. I'm surprised they're going right into that for the Evo.
Why
So
not?
that's coming up really soon.
Yeah, they hadn't announced a release date for it yet, but
I
obviously
don't think so. So that's
obviously
what's
they plan for it to
surprising
be out before Evo though.
me. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
let's just go ahead and play the newest one. Need a Hog. Too bad that one didn't win. I swear. I would have liked to seen it. Like I said, I wish I was rich. I'd have pissed everybody off.
Man, he killed Marvel, man.
150,000. Bam! Need a Hog all day. Oh boy, I'll probably get firebombed by IFC Yipes.
Oh yeah.
To find me. But no.
Look at the username.
Uh-huh.
This guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be looking at this guy at Evo.
That's all right. I'm watching it right here. Let's see. So no Skullgirls, no Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I think out of all the games, I think I'm surprised with Killer Instinct the most. Actually.
Yeah.
I mean, Marvel's another one too, but KI has like a really good.
Yeah, they just started their season 3 stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like it feels like kind of a little hype behind it.
Yeah, I find it a weird choice. I guess it was like between that or Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear. That was like, I'm pretty sure those two were like the things they had to struggle with. Maybe KOF 14. Well, I don't know. KOF 14, like 13 had hype at some points,
Oh yeah.
but so did Blaze Blue. Like when they did it last time.
Yeah.
But then next year they didn't have Blaze
They
Blue.
didn't have Blaze Blue. Yeah.
That was I felt that was a weird decision.
They
but-
didn't have KOF last year, right?
Yeah, they didn't
13.
have KOF 13 last year because the game was dying around that time.
Yeah. So I'm happy to see that one in there.
Yeah.
Because the finals for KOF 13, I want to say it was the second to last time, so I guess that would have been 3 years ago.
Mhm.
That was, I was so happy I woke up early that morning. I just happened
yeah.
to wake up early that morning and saw the KOF 13 finals. It was so good. That was one that, what is that guy's name?
At KOF
No,
Romance.
I want to say Romance. I think it was him that won. God, I can't remember now.
Was it? I'm having trouble remembering the names. Was it like Bala versus? I remember Bala was having some hype early on, but I think after that 1 year, I didn't see much from him after it. I think due to visa issues.
Yeah, I don't think he's been there since. But,
There was another one where there was like the guy from Korea that came over. And it was like a sponsored Korea guy with like Cafe ID.
Cafe ID, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, one of them, not the latest, but I think it was the year before the latest one was the one that had the Cafe ID guy in finals. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I think that was the last one. According to this, they had it at Evo last year. I don't remember seeing KOF 13.
That had to be side tournament.
It had to be.
It was 2015 was the last one. Shanghai and Cannibal. Yeah,
Cannibalito?
yeah. The 2015 one was the one I didn't really remember much. It's probably because I didn't really like the commentators. I don't know. I would have to watch it. Oh, now I remember why. The 2015 Grand Finals, like I think it wasn't like really close.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was kind of convincing for one player.
Reynald. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of. That was 2013.
Reynald versus
Heesan Woo. Was that his actual name? I just remember it was really good. The whole top 8 for that was like really good. Yeah, Heesan Woo. I guess that was actual finals. I remember watching I watched most of the top 8. And I remember going. I'm so glad I woke up to see this. It was just really good.
Hmm.
But but I mean, with the new uh NBC Infinite coming out, I mean that's not till later on this year.
Yeah, that's probably something we should have talked about too.
Yeah. Well, I mean we got plenty of time for that. Ain't coming out till well later this year is all we know. If I had to guess, probably no November.
Yeah, I mean the only thing probably could talk about is like how it's 2v2, like the older Marvel versus games.
Yeah, which I'm kind of good with.
Yeah, I like it
Um.
because probably like I only like it because you don't have to worry too much about synergy. I think
Hmm.
in Marvel 3, I think one of the things I dislike was if I liked Virgil, for example, I
Hmm.
think he only worked with very few characters. Or no, not Virgil.
I
No,
say
he were
Virgil.
yeah, he not only was he really good on himself, which is the like the best thing about him, he worked with a couple of people.
Yeah.
Dormammu was the one I think I was thinking of. You would have to have usually everyone would say you should have Magneto or Doom. If you have those two, you're all right.
Hmm.
I didn't like any. I didn't really like using them too. So I was like, why should I use Naoto Mamu if I really liked him, but none of the my Sis characters really make him out well. And I mean, yeah, I could have Dormammu as anchor, but it's like, yeah, I think there's better assists, and I really don't think he's like top level of scary character for being an anchor. Virgil takes that spot. Um, Akuma probably takes that spot even I don't even think it's like all that, but Akuma's scary and anchor.
Yeah.
But um, Morrigan's scary and anchor sometimes. Depends on how the situation is on the
Yeah.
opponent's team. If the opponent team is stacked, then probably not. But uh, otherwise, not really.
Yeah. I always call him like Doom. I always call him God Doom whenever he's the anchor, because especially if he's got X Factor.
Oh yeah,
It's just
I'm
like
I'm surprised how like I think some people said he wasn't that great of an anchor, but every time I see him on the anchor, I see him come back a lot.
yeah, he's
So
definitely
I
able
didn't
to
get
do
that.
that.
I didn't get that.
He catches one foot dive and
He wins the game.
he wins the
It,
game.
it, it was its
And he's
own.
got X Factor and 3 bars. Yeah, you're no matter who you are, you're dead.
It was his own Virgil's whatever it's called. When he
Helmbreaker.
Helmbreaker,
Yeah.
yeah. The dive kick was the Helmbreaker.
Yep. Like boop. Oh, excuse me. X Factor. Stomp. Let me just sit here and watch you die
The
now.
easiest air combo you can do. M toward HS. I mean launcher loop. Do it
Hmm.
like twice and then do super after
Then
that.
do super. Yeah. Yeah, it's done. Well, it'd be cool to see at least NBC be there.
Yeah.
I guess I wonder who's going to win. I was happy to see Chris G finally winning Evo last year, even if it was like.
Yeah, and that guy came out with people joke as like the final boss or something. Yeah, you seen the one where they put like the CVS 2 ending makeover and they used him
Uh-uh.
as Akuma or God Rugal.
Uh-huh. I had
They
seen it though.
they made an edit where they made him sew up as that character, and and it was funny. It was once the old selection screen came up for the ratio with the three icons.
Uh-huh.
They had that guy that came up in the ring on one side, and on three sides they had Chris G, a police cop, and who was it? Joey, the Mr. Wizard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because they bring them out. I think that was the funniest part I had in the moment was when I saw the versus select screen on who I was there and I see the cop and I was like, yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. So, let's see what. Oh, dang it. So it's already 8 o'clock.
Yeah, here I thought it was gonna be quick.
Yeah. I told you. One of these days we gonna get this down to a science where we'll be done in an hour, just like that.
And here I wanted to play some KOF.
I mean, I got it hooked up. All I gotta do is put the screen on there. We can sit here
Yeah.
and play.
I don't think there's a way I could do that though, because I think I gotta get home by
Yeah, about
9:30.
Okay, yeah.
9:40 at most, probably.
Well,
But
it's like less than an hour drive. We can just end it right now and play.
I mean, I don't think anybody's around.
Some folks still viewing, so uh, we probably should end it. I don't know if anybody's got any questions, but now would be the
Yeah.
time to ask them. We can probably answer a few questions. You got anything else? Anything else you want to bring up between now and next month?
And Street Fighter 5 related stuff could be. There's a lot of things to talk about that.
Yeah.
There's this whole thing about like saying like the game's now bland because they're going against the whole nerfs thing. I mean the all buffs thing.
The
They said
all.
we're doing that, but it's
Mhm.
not doing that. And
Yeah,
I
that's
I
true.
have this philosophy where I try to make. I have an analogy where I compare the changes with Christmas. Usually, like presents, like
Okay.
it's always good to have buffs because it's like it's nice to play with presents. It's cool to have. You
Yeah.
know you have a lot. You'll go back to playing the game.
Uh huh.
What this felt like doing was have you have your presents, right? Like Ryu gets his like stand fierce V trigger to Hadouken. Like in V trigger, he can now combo. He can do special cancel with stand fierce now.
Mhm.
Only V trigger. So what? I guess that's like a pair of socks or something like that.
Better
And
than
and,
nothing.
and then all of a sudden a robber comes in, takes away your presents from last year. That'd be like your DP, your stand sort hitbox.
Uh huh.
Takes away all your last year gifts, and that's what season 2 felt like. So it's like, I mean, of course, some people aren't gonna feel fun, but like, I'm
Yeah.
questioning why they decide to go overboard on some things, especially for some characters like Fang. It makes no sense.
Yeah. It felt like Fang needed all the help he could get.
Yeah, and they like went backwards.
Yeah. Like I said,
Must
I
have been on
imagine
Santa's bad list or something. I don't know.
in somebody's head they have a vision for what each character's supposed to be, and if that character wasn't if that character gets into everybody else's hands and starts turning into something else, I
Yeah.
think they were like, no, 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 he's supposed to be this.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
We
So
think he's that good, or I don't know. Maybe just don't like him at all, like Dan. And just hurt him more.
I guess. But
Season 1 was kind of like the simple analogy of Third Strike, almost too.
hmm
Well, not a comparison. Chun was up there, Ken was up there. Reminds me a lot of Third Strike.
oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
then you had some things like Mika and Nakali up there. So,
Yeah.
and there was like 4 orders.
Oh, Mika, I feel so sorry for the Mika players. I saw those nerfs and I was like, oh. And it's one of those things, I hate fighting Mika. Everything that they changed about her, I actually thought was right, personally. But I still didn't want them to change it. Because it's like,
I didn't want
but
them to
she
change
wouldn't be
it.
the same.
That's
It's
Mika.
like, yeah, I hate when that stuff happens to me, but that's what makes her hurt,
That's
though.
what makes her Mika. Like,
Yeah.
that's like the thing with.
It was
It's
annoying
like
as hell,
it's
but
like
even I
said
hated
before,
it for her.
Like it's what I envisioned Mika for. That
Uh-huh.
kind of dumb style. Like
Yeah.
to me, that's like saying, oh, in Ultra Mega Street Fighter 4, we changed Rufus with these complaints. He no longer has the dive kick, which that was like his main thing. His Ultra was like out of all the characters in Street Fighter 4, I think like maybe even I don't know about Sotos. Like they're kind of good too,
Mm-hmm.
but Rufus he was like almost guaranteed to get the Ultra a lot. Like there were a lot of situations because of the dive kick alone.
Yeah.
So what if you bring these kind of ideals over there? They'd probably do something like that. And now it's like I don't really know what's so great about Rufus. I don't know what I remember that was scary about him. Like now I don't know what's scary about Mika. But I mean I think she's still all right.
She's still all right. Yeah. They just have to work harder
Yeah. I just
for
don't.
it now.
I just don't see why like they didn't like. What was the cool changes they gave her?
Well, she doesn't lose, like when she does her speech, she doesn't lose the extra strength on her throws if she gets hit. The only way you lose it is if you whiff a throw.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. She keeps that at least. So if somebody's dumb enough to let you talk forever and then think, okay, all I got to do is hit her with something and I'll be fine. You better hope you make her whiff a throw because if you get thrown again, you're dead. So, I mean, that's helpful. I thought they might have should have gave her a little bit more life if they didn't. I don't think they did. And maybe make her a little more strong. Maybe make her do a little more damage. But that wasn't anybody's MO, really. It's like everybody seemed to get damage nerfed. So
Basically, a pair of socks.
it was basically a pair of
That's what you
socks,
got.
yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
Nothing interesting.
I liked the high damage in Street Fighter Five.
You don't like the high damage?
No, I do. I actually
I
liked
like it.
and that takes me back to the old Street Fighter Two days. I
Yeah.
think when 3 hits, one combo and a hit and you're dead. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
And like when the first Street Fighter Five tests came out and Birdie could kill somebody in like 5 hits, I thought that was amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I even said it. I was cool with that.
But yeah, I was cool.
cool.
Oh, this reminds me of Street Fighter Two.
They
But
can
now
leave
it seems
that
like
in.
they're kind of going away from that. I think
Yeah,
now that folks are
Yeah.
getting the game down to its science, they're seeing, hey, some of these matches are lasting a little too short. Let's see if we can make it last a little longer.
Yeah, Birdie lost some of the damage. Ryu lost the Tatsu crouching hit stuff.
Yeah.
You can't do that no more. Ken was crazy season 1. Yeah. Well, they had a lot of fun stuff, and then they took away the fun stuff. But I mean, some
No
are still
fun
fun.
for you.
Ken was still fun. He kind of is still fun now, even without the.
Yeah, he
even with
doesn't
the
seem
DP
too
change.
different.
Yeah, to me he's like, I don't know, like he's harder to win with, maybe like as a main for like CPT tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's great. I think he's around top 10, like at the bottom barrel, top 10 probably. Like he's great. I just don't know if he's like a character that's good on himself.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'll still stick with him because he's the best Soto right now. Otherwise, if I heard more people complaining about that throw loops are the problem, they'll take that away, and I don't know, do anything else.
I think throw loops are a problem anyway. Go ahead.
Really?
Yeah, well, yeah, because I get hit by them all the time.
I'm
one of the whiners.
It's not like the throws are like Street Fighter 2's throws.
Yeah, but it's still annoying.
Just jump back tech throws you can do.
Yeah.
And it's only in the corner, which is like, I don't know, how do you get in the corner in the first place? But then again, Ken brings people to corner fast.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's what's
exactly.
so cheap and fun about
and I
him.
suck at this game, so
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks for agreeing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oops.
All right. So anyway, I think this is a good place to call it quits. So yeah, we'll probably So what do you want to say? You want to say the Friday after final round, I guess, which will make that what, the 17th of March?
Sir, if that's the right date.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I think that would be
I'm
the
cool with that.
Friday. No, the 16th I think will be that Friday. Here, let me just take a look at the calendar here. 17th. Yeah. Yep. So we're calling it March 17th will be the next episode of the Moby Bear Fightcast. I can tell you now we'll talk about whatever, anything interesting happened at final round.
Pretty sure it's gonna be like the main topic,
Unless
unless like new characters come out.
If you'll be able to rip me off from my Switch up there in Zelda, I will hopefully have Zelda beat by then, so then we can actually talk about something other than Zelda, because that's probably all I want to talk about is Zelda.
The Switch is gonna be out by then.
Yep, March 3rd.
Oh wow, that's quick.
Yep. If I don't have Zelda beat before we go to final round, guess what's going with us to final round?
You're gonna have your own casual session over at the Axel game room.
Uh-huh. But yeah, we'll probably talk about Switch stuff. If I get ARMS, we'll talk about that. I probably won't get it at launch.
Is it updating?
No.
Because I'm just
It's been
surprised.
a while, yeah.
I was just surprised it stopped at 720.
But yeah, so we'll go ahead and call it. March 17th will be the next episode, and maybe we'll talk about Mayhem Syndicate, maybe we'll start talking about that. Possibly.
I don't know.
Possibly. Yeah, that'll be the next.
It's not. I didn't have.
That's
plans.
our usual springtime. That's our usual springtime event. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we got time. We got till May.
Yeah, if something happens, we'll try to bring it up.
Yeah, but so yeah, okay. Guess we're gonna call it a night, and
Yeah, sounds good.
yeah, see you guys next month.
All right.
Thanks for
Cheers.
watching. Peace.